Hello. Welcome to High Rollers Dungeons & Dragons here on the Yogscast Twitch and on the High Rollers D&D Twitch. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes.
Woo.
Joining me...
Woo!
Woo! Joining me this week... we have Rhiannon, Trot, Kim.
Hi.
On the other side, we have Tom.
Hello.
We have Katie, and a lovely shot of our future. We'll mention that in the sponsors.
What is
to get a
that
lovely
plate?
shot of it while it's on
Look at that.
full
What's
screen.
Display.
We'll come back to that
Nice.
maybe.
Yep.
Yes.
Back to me, Sam. There we go. Got it.
Back to the star, please.
I didn't say star.
Okay.
That's your words.
He implied.
Welcome, friends, loved ones, D&D nerds all around the world. Welcome to High Rollers. A couple of things to go over today. I'm in a good mood.
He's been singing
Friends,
all day.
loved ones, and nerds.
I love you.
I've been trying to get work done, and all I hear is Mark singing. Absurd.
Ooh, baby. Anyway, welcome. Quick shout out. We're going to talk about our sponsors first of all, and our first big sponsor. They've been supporting us pretty much since the start of Aerois. In
Yeah,
fact, since
it
the start
has
of
been
Aerois.
since the start of Aerois.
It's D&D Beyond.
It's D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Woo!
D&D Beyond is the official digital tool of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. It's got a character builder, it's got a compendium, campaign management tools, and they're working on an encounter builder which will be coming soon. You can check out their Twitch streams, their YouTube channel for more information from that. Adam was talking a little bit about it recently. Don't forget to check out the D&D Beyond Discord.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Thanks.
actually in it.
I need to join it. I'm terrible. I
I have
don't
joined
do a lot
it,
of Discord.
but I
Solid.
never use Discord as a whole.
Discord's really
Anyway.
great. You can meet other D&D folks from across the globe. You can ask questions. You can get advice from the D&D staff, D&D Beyond staff. It's really great. You should join it. D&D Beyond, fantastic tool. Loads more
We love
stuff
it.
coming soon. We love it. Thank you
love
so
it.
much for your support.
So good.
And then another sponsor, we've got Display back.
Display.
Which
Wait.
Display.
Display.
Switch.
Switch.
Sam,
Over there.
you can do it.
That one.
There we go. Display. In fact,
Display.
Katie, why don't you tell them about Display?
So, Display are awesome. They are metal posters. So this lovely artwork is metal here. Very, very nice. This is Tom Hazel's pick.
This is my pick,
personally.
actually, yeah.
So if you click the link in chat, so it should be in chat. Hopefully it is in chat right now. That will take you to some galleries where we've all picked some of our favorite displays, and you can get them there. Also, currently, Display have a, oh my god, that's terrifying. Display have a sale on until Monday, so I've got the details of this. So there's some different options that you can do. So if you buy 1 to 2 displays, they're 25% off. 3 to 4 are 30% off, and 5+ you get 33% off your
Yeah.
displays.
What a saving!
And
yeah.
good luck not picking less than 5 because
Tom
good
Hazel
luck
went
picking less
nuts.
than 5. I've got like 30 I want to buy. There's so many.
What is the code for that sale, Katie?
Fun.
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 So please use the
Yes,
link
use the
in
link.
chat. It's really
Yeah.
important. It helps us out a lot if you use that link. And go to see our galleries, and then you can buy some awesome artwork.
Awesome displays. They attach.
And-
There's magnets.
If you're on
Yeah.
YouTube,
How do they
it's
work?
in the description as well. Magnets.
There's you have to like wipe your wall. There's
No, it's
wipes
magic.
that come with it.
It's magic.
And then you
no,
put.
it's just no.
You stick it.
Yeah.
It's just magic.
Never buy a
There's
frame again.
instructions on the back.
Never buy. I love that catchphrase.
Yeah.
Good
Never
catchphrase.
buy
Never
a
buy
frame
a
again.
frame
Honestly,
again.
I've had such a clear out, and it's all picture frames for artwork that I don't want anymore, and it's a pain. I've got artwork that needs framing. Oh, just get a display.
And just
Yeah.
to quickly mention, we talked a lot about Display, a amazing sponsor, but we will also be doing some giveaways at some point. Once we've kind of let you see our collection, we're going to do some giveaways,
Including
Including
boy.
this one.
including that one there.
That's
And,
one
and
here.
more.
Check that
Display.
out. Display, D&D
This
Beyond.
one.
Thank you
Warm
both so
flames.
much for your sponsorship. We love you. Thanks so much. The next thing to announce, I can officially say we are definitely going to be at
Yeah.
TwitchCon Europe.
Oh!
TwitchCon Europe, it's the 13th to the 14th of April, and we will be doing a live D&D panel show, like an episode, at 3 to 4 p.m. on Saturday. So I've got that confirmed. That's
Nice.
news to these guys.
That's news to us.
So it's 3 to 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. There's potential we might have a guest. We're still determining who that's exactly going to be, but we're going to have a cool guest. There's going to be more details to come soon. You can get your tickets for TwitchCon Europe right now. 13th to 14th of April in Berlin. Come and see us. We might be doing some signings. More information coming soon, but we can confirm we will be there. Thank you
Yay!
very much, Anna Prosler, who has been helping sort of.
We love you,
this
Anna.
out. We love you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
There we go. And then the very last thing, just a quick thing on merch. Our notebooks are very low on stock, and we're unsure if we're going to be restocking them.
Jeez.
So if you want to get one of our notebooks, you can go to store.geekscast.com, High Rollers, or Collection High Rollers. We've got all our merch in there. A bunch of it's on sale as well. Grab some of our older stock, because once it's gone, it's not coming back. So go and grab it now. Don't forget to use the code High Rollers when you check out, right? It's High Rollers?
Yes.
Yes, I was gonna say, I was like, use the code High Rollers.
Use the code High Rollers. Anything you buy on the store, you get how much off, Kim?
10%.
And it helps support us as well.
Yes. Oh, last thing. Can we play some Dungeons and Dragons, Mark?
What? You know what? You're such a good boy, Thomas.
Can I?
Let's, but first we've got to watch a little video.
Oh. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Welcome back.
Really want to do it though.
Hang on, I'm gonna get it ready perfect for Tom Hazel. Welcome back to Aerois, here with the High Rollers D&D crew. A little recap on what happened last time, shall we? In the dark undercrypt of the Temple of Kalara, the party dealt with the aftermath of their battle with a guardian called Breeze, who had attempted to sacrifice a member of the Ashbringer cult to extend the life of the party's friend Tracker. Quill dreamt of meeting with his god Hesper, but during it was witness to a strange vision of the city burning around him with creatures of shadow and ash, and a great blazing doorway with a woman wrapped in chains at its center. The party sought out the field warden of Kaylee's Rest, Malika Dawnblessed, and explained the various events that had been taking place. The field warden had then asked the party to investigate Brightflame Abbey, which has closed its gates off from the city for a 3-day period of religious mourning, which exempts them from Suvonan law. During the night, Lucius sent his companion Nightfrost, a magical relic called Niterna, to search the Abbey for signs of missing faith leaders that Malika has asked you to locate and recover. Nightfrost found them imprisoned beneath the Abbey, as well as sensing a powerful source of magic. Returning to Lucius, the party slept and awoke to strange dark clouds gathered overhead and nearby animals becoming agitated and frightened. And that is where we begin today. You have all had a long rest. I have one small addendum to add to what Nightfrost would have told you in the night, and is that when the Abbotess Aurelia went down beneath the altar into the tunnels, it was locked by 2 keys that 2 other members of the church had, a dwarf and a dragonborn, and they each took a key with them separately.
Dragonborn? I haven't seen it yet.
No, you haven't yet.
And those keys were split into half and given to other Dragonborn.
No, they're hidden like a helmet, a shield, and a sword, and a crest, and you have to
Yeah, 3
solve a
medallions.
complex. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe next year we'll do something.
But no,
So we've decided, Mark, as a party, we have decided that given all of this, we're going to leave town.
okay, great.
And go to
Going
the
on
spa
holiday.
that we saw just outside.
And there's no spa outside. The Shrine of the Sun Pool would be the nearest
Yeah,
spa,
yeah, we want
and
a
that
spa.
is approximately 3 or 4 days travel from
That's
here.
too far.
I mean, what would you like to do?
They're a big
Kim, if you think you can fluster me by saying we're going to leave town, you can't. I have my iPad here ready to go.
Wherever the world.
Yeah.
So
Mission nope.
we spent ages
.avi.
talking about how we're getting into the place, and now there's dark clouds. They don't look at all natural, like how quickly.
Well, we
come
don't
into
because
it.
Ayla
I mean, you're not
didn't
an
get
expert. I
anything,
mean, do you want to make a
but-
nature check?
But I didn't get any sense that there was a
Come on.
storm.
Ayla doesn't get the
And
sense
I
that there is a
usually-
storm brewing.
I usually
yes.
know when there's a storm brewing.
I'm going to do a nature
But
check.
that is a conversation you can have in character if you
I'm
want.
doing a nature check.
Okay.
Look at
Storm's
this.
not brewing, Tom.
Well, let me just do a nature check real quick.
Except for the storm in my heart.
17.
17. You definitely get the sense, looking at it, there is no way these clouds would have gathered so quickly, and the coloration, you should be seeing signs of rain, there should be signs of storms or thunder, none of which appears. Also, the animals being frightened in such mass numbers generally only happens with very extreme magic. Something has changed nearby, magically.
Interesting.
I wonder where from.
Purge is coming!
Purge is coming.
Where are we at the moment?
You are currently in the Dream Lily Tavern.
Was that what we're calling it?
That was what it was
now?
called. No, that's what it was called,
Okay.
and Mark couldn't remember the name of.
Dream
but a
Lily.
comment let him know.
Thank you.
Thank you, comment. The Dream Lily Tavern, I believe it's called, which is a very upmarket tavern in North Street. Please do mark off another 10 gold because you only
Yeah.
actually stayed one night.
Would that be
Group front?
50?
Group
No,
fund.
10 gold for all of you.
Oh, okay.
2 each.
Because you had like 3 rooms, I think.
I'll mark it off
and
group fund.
you
Don't
marked
worry.
it down to 10.
Okay.
Brilliant. And Nightfrost just came back, didn't he?
Yeah, so you came back in the night and then you slept and then you've woken up.
So I guess.
So I just slept on that news.
Well, I think like you were long resting because you only need 4 hours.
4 hours,
So
yeah.
you were long resting over the night because that was when he was scouting out the abbey, and then maybe like just before dawn he came back and has because he was communicating the whole time, but he's come back now unharmed because you didn't push him on into the abbey.
I'd like to think, in actuality, I sent him off and he came back, and I was like, well, I'll just go to sleep then for 4 hours.
You made him
It's
wait.
absolutely your choice. I mean, it would have 4 hours probably would have been about the amount of time it took him to scout it out.
No, it'll be when everybody else wakes up.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll be pacing.
Okay.
Well, everybody up?
Up,
Awake?
up time,
We're all here.
up time.
Is it early in the morning?
I don't know. Yeah, depends on you guys. I leave this to you.
So Nova's there with the group, but she's bed hair, really tired. She's
Isn't it always bed hair?
not a morning person. It's more bed hair than normal. She's not
Ayla's
morning.
bed hair is just normal hair.
Yeah.
It never gets fixed.
She's not with
Does
me.
Ayla have dreadlocks?
No,
Or is it just braids?
Braids.
So at some point she does have to clean
Imagine
her
when
hair.
when she bathes,
Bathes,
she
she
just
washes out.
shoves the little
Spritzes
braids
them.
back in it.
Okay.
Or if it's looking a bit scraggly, she'll just braid it. And
So if
call it
those
done.
braids come out, you're gonna have like the curliest, like
Nice.
nice.
So, I could give you good news or bad news in whatever order you'd like. There's 2 good news points and 1 bad, so that's pretty good.
Oh, in that case, should we go good news, bad news, good news?
Sandwich it. I like
sandwich.
it.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Okay, first good
Bad
point
news
of
sandwich.
news is I know of a secret place in the Abbey.
Okay.
With bad news, kind of linked.
Right.
Really bad stuff is potentially happening down there. There's a
that-
really
Okay.
powerful force of magic and energy that's down underneath the Abbey. Something evil.
Okay. Is that something they've activated? Because the clouds, the animals?
No, you didn't know. You literally Nightfrost sensed it, but you told him to come straight back.
Nightfrost sensed it and I told him to come back.
Right, okay. And what's the final good news?
In my trance, I managed to clear my sinuses and I had a really nice trance.
But
that's
that's
pretty
okay.
good.
Maybe you
Thank
should have
you.
started on that good news.
Yeah.
No, I felt like that was...
No, now the
That's-
bad news is lingering in my mind because that was dumb.
Yeah, that was bad.
More
Right.
like
Good news,
irrelevant news.
Yeah.
Well, if I
Irrelevant,
told
yes.
you that I found a secret place and then linked to the that's where we found the thing, it would have been out of order.
Okay.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's
So-
true.
Secret place, was it underneath?
It is
like
good
we
storytelling.
expected. It's got a
under the-
narrative, I'll give him that. But
What Nightfrost saw exactly was an altar.
Right.
There were 2 keys given to 2 separate, strange reptilian folk.
One was a dwarf.
One was a dwarf, one was a reptilian folk, and they unlocked this secret passageway under the altar.
What's everyone's knowledge of Dragonborn?
So I think most of you would know the legends of Dragonborn, which is that they came down from space in
Right.
in golden ships, in gold crystalline ships that you would later learn are the same types of ships Callus has, but these were coloured gold rather than black.
Okay.
The Dragonborn came down, and they were the ones who gave Siaska advanced warning of Starbane's coming and said, "This guy is coming to you. We have escaped him. They're refugees. They escaped from their home planet, which was taken over by Callus Starbane, and they came and swore to help defend Aerois. since the Sundering, they have fallen into their military culture. They have a very admiralty, so military rank is absolutely everything. You are expected to provide service, and they operate out of the remaining dragon ships that they arrived on. They're kind of like their hometowns, and they're scattered, and they seem to not have any power left anymore. There's kind of legends and stories. I think Nova would probably be more interested in this. Maybe Lucius, because it's kind of got like a cool narrative to it. The spaceships that they came down in, the reason they are gold and that they work for the Dragonborn is their great ancestor worms, these great ancient dragons, sacrifice themselves and use their spirits to take over the ships. So now the ships are living dragon spirits, but they have kind of faded in power and they're no longer able to fly and things like that.
That's so badass.
So,
Dragon ships.
Are they like few and far between now, or are they just?
They generally keep to themselves, but they still have this. We swore to protect Aerois, and so now they kind of often supplement town guard. They have patrolling armies that deal with the remnant. They're still very focused on the elimination of the Court of Shadows. Okay. So their kind of whole goal, they still have strategy meetings. They meet with leadership, and they have their remaining ships. But it's not uncommon for one or two of them, especially those who fall out of the military hierarchy, to become mercenaries, bandits,
fire-toting cultists.
I mean, that's certainly,
They're still people.
They are not as rare as Guardians. Most of you would have at least seen one. Even Lucius up in the Sky Cities, they occasionally come up there either as guards or as things.
So it's not odd that there is one. There.
But I think like Lucius probably wouldn't know what they are called. You've just seen them. They're not uncommon sight-wise.
An enormous human-sized gecko.
Right. What's a gecko?
It's a little petty that I had when I was younger.
Fair enough. And what was the other one?
A dwarf.
A dwarf. Okay. Anyone else you saw down there? Was
The
there
Abbotess.
Did you see any big moving statues?
Ugh.
Nightfrost mentioned a statue.
He passed the statue.
It wasn't moving,
Good.
just a statue.
Did he see the missing people that we're looking for?
No, he saw the big, powerful energy. Oh, no, wait, yeah.
Yes, he saw Starmourner Elanis and Reskeeper Jasna. They were being kept in the tunnels, like in cells in the tunnels beneath the Abbey.
Yes.
Chris Trott doesn't remember, but Lucius has literally just been told this information.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe Lucius would forget.
Nightfrost told me again.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
No,
like to
Master
think
Lucius, that's wrong. I did see them.
Oh, yes, that's right, yes. Yes, we saw them in the tunnels.
and definitely
In the
kept against their will. Definitely kept against their will.
Were they kept against their will, Nightfrost?
And you all hear this now because he's with you. They appeared to be, they were locked behind, not quite bars, but in sealed chambers. I did not get the impression they could leave freely.
Okay.
Right. Well, in that case,
Were they before or after the big door with the keys? Do we need to find keys?
They were after. The keys lead to a secret passage that leads beneath the Abbey.
See?
But they were in the tunnels before the large source of magic that I sensed.
So,
Okay.
And what were the clergy of the abbey doing? Were they just?
The Abbotess appeared to have just finished some sort of large discussion or speech. Many of them seemed enraptured in her words. They appeared to go back about their business, preparing. I'm not quite sure. I did not see many of them. Some of them appeared to be patrolling, guarding.
Yes, very militarized.
Was the word purge used at all?
I did hear this word, yes. A cleansing flame that will purge away all sin.
Any sort of time frame on that?
Just that it was soon.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Vague and innocent.
While you were down there, Nightfrost, did you see if these
Sentries powered down.
if these are passages underneath the city? We already know there's quite a few under the city as it is.
It did
you
not
see
appear
any-
to be multiple passages, just one that led into the large chamber from where I sensed the magic. I did not see any offshoots.
I see. So there may be no other way to get under there.
I
could
could not
dig.
sense one.
Okay. Sorry?
We could dig.
Well, we don't know where to or from.
Lucius, that means getting your hands dirty.
No, not me. You guys would do it, and I'd
I mean,
usher you on and
No.
pep talk.
at least
So,
we have information about where they are and they're being held against their will. That's exactly what the field marshal Field Warden.
Yes, but they need
Malika.
solid
Malika,
evidence.
that's what Malika
And she
wants.
wants us to extract them if they're held against their will, which
mean-
they are.
Solid evidence enough. We've got Night Frost to see it.
I don't think she's going to trust what Night Frost says. No
Yeah.
offense, Night Frost. We
None
trust
is,
you.
None is taken. I
Was
believe the field warden already expressed some distrust of me earlier.
Yes, I was
But I
going to
think
say that.
she
She
trusts.
likes hard evidence.
Mm,
But
not
she trusts
soft,
a weapon
shadowy evidence.
more than she trusts the Abbotess at this point, surely.
It's not going to be enough to take higher up, is it?
I don't think it's going to hold up in court legally.
No.
I mean, I don't think we have time for an entire proceeding.
Everyone would be so focused on Night Frost that they wouldn't even listen to what he's saying.
I mean, you saw how much she shouted at us for presenting evidence yesterday. And,
But
I
this time
mean,
we've
we
got
did
actual
do a dumb,
evidence.
so
you know,
I think it was a justified outburst.
I just don't think she's going to be that much more accepting of it.
Oh, she's not, absolutely not. So she wants us to extract them anyway. Bottom line is, we can go to her, tell her what we've just heard, and she's going to go, okay, go get them.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go get them anyway.
Night Frost, can you conjure imagery in my brain?
Not quite, Master Lucius, no. I'm sorry.
Just wondering.
If we
Not.
if we went into the same place, you'd be able to direct.
I would
us,
be able to
right?
guide you, yes.
Brilliant. In that case,
The abbey is not particularly large. There were several other small buildings around the main abbey itself. But the abbey, I searched a few of the rooms, but most of them appeared to be quarters for the monks and the friars. Some of the others were around, but the abbey itself is not particularly large.
okay. So
I believe your greatest obstacle will be in getting past the secret passage, the locked one, as it required the two keys.
Did we need to get the 2 keys to get to the 2 people?
Yes.
Yes.
They lie beyond the altar, in the tunnels beneath the abbey.
And then dark, mystical, powerful force, gathering clouds,
potentially a big
cleansing,
statue as well.
door.
While you're having this conversation, there is a knock. I'm guessing you're sat down in like the tavern's coven room or something like that.
Yeah, most likely.
The door opens and you see Valor kind of just stood there awkwardly. And she like looks at you.
Hello, Valor!
Give me insight checks.
She's not meant to
Everyone.
be here.
Yeah, give me insight checks.
Ooh.
16.
10.
16,
Where is my insight? Oh,
21.
18.
21, 18. How much you get? 10.
10.
11.
11. So Nova and Sentry, you don't really pick up on this, but the rest of you, you can tell that she's probably been crying and she looks upset, but she's kind of holding it back. And she's just like, oh, I guess this is where you guys are.
Yes. What's...
You're not meant to be here.
Why? And she kind of looks like,
Didn't you get our
like
note?
scuffs the door.
Didn't you get our note
Arvel
from
got
Rose Meadow?
She's just like, yeah, Arvel got a note about you guys were like in some sort of trouble and stuff.
We're
She kind of
being
scuffs it.
followed, Valor.
Yeah. Well, I was worried about you guys. I haven't seen you and I didn't know where you were.
We were worried
You guys left me with Arvel and he's
love
really
that.
boring.
I'll get up and walk over and kind of usher her in gently.
Like kind of follows in, like she's kind of got like her, not her hands in her pockets, but she's kind of got like her arms folded and her head low, and she's kind of like following behind Lucius and like sits down.
Are you hungry, Valor?
No,
I've left some crummies.
no, Arvel paid for breakfast. That's fine, I've eaten.
Ayla, Quill, can you just see if anyone followed her?
yes,
Sure,
I'll go
I'll go.
outside.
Nah, you stay here, I'll go.
I have bird perception.
You go.
I have one eye, but I'm still more perceptive than all of you.
I'll
Yeah,
go
okay.
to the door and have a little one-eyed peek out,
Little bird head.
two-eared listen out.
Okay, yeah, you can make a perception check. Just normal, use your normal bonus.
Use my normal bonus. Perception 17.
He's finding dice. Good
So
stuff.
he's finding minis.
Interesting. You look around. Busy market day. Kind of people are coming and going. You don't see anybody in particularly suspicious.
Okay.
But we did know that people were following
Well,
us
people were following
consistently.
you. Yes, people were following you.
She's here now. She's part of the team.
But she just kind of looks around. She's just like, just you guys. Are you trying to? Do you just want to leave me with Arvel? Are you guys gonna go off? She's like scuffing the floor with a foot, with a boot.
I'm still at the door. I'm just kind of
Arvel
like...
said that you guys went and helped your guardian friends. They were cool. She just looks like really disheartened and just a bit sort of.
Vala, are you sad because you didn't get to stab anyone with your little daggers?
Well, just Arvel's really nice and everything, but he's just he's just talks about business and merchants and stuff, and we've just been sat around in a bunch of shops talking to people and in the tavern and not doing anything. And I like you guys. I miss you. You guys have been off doing cool things.
I
wouldn't say they're
cool.
So much.
Painful.
Vala, we really messed up. We've pissed off some pretty powerful people here, and we were trying to protect you and Arvel.
You mean pissed off people like Brookstone?
Like
Kind
worse.
of like that,
Yeah.
It's actually become a verb, Brooks.
I helped with that, right?
You did, but
Kind of. And then when we were in Ironwick, me and Ayla fought the girls and stuff, the ghost people.
The horrific ghosts.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I helped.
Yes. But
Just I don't like being left on my own. Like since Yusuf and Corin.
well, somebody has
Left.
to take care of Arvel. Yeah.
That's a good line. Oh, you've got her there. Like she looks like, yeah, I guess so. He keeps talking about me joining his family when we get to Gold Throne, and he said that it's I can choose what I want to do, but I don't know. It just seems I like doing stuff. She kind of looks around at all of you, implying that she likes what you guys do.
But you also like you being safe.
But,
And
but isn't the safest place with you guys to
Really
protect
isn't, right?
me?
Moment.
yeah, we
That's
almost
so
all got
haste,
set
right?
on
Yeah.
fire and burnt to the
No.
ground the other day.
We suck.
For example, Vala, did you happen to see anyone as you were coming down here? Anyone look at you in a...
Oh yeah, but I just made sure they didn't see me. There's a couple of guys in the priest robes, right?
The Palador robes?
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
you got
They
round.
started following me, but I ditched them.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, Val is very
I'm
powerful.
not convinced. There's probably someone sitting watching this tavern since we walked through the door.
Yeah, they're the ones that I managed to lose. I saw that they were watching the tavern.
Well,
I used to sneak out from the Church of Siaska all the time. People literally kept trying to stop me.
We should have Val on the team.
Vala, did they know?
She's very sneaky.
Did they
She's
follow
very
you?
sneaky.
Did they follow you specifically?
See, what I did was there were two of them that were watching where you guys are staying.
Right.
There.
So one of them, I snuck into an alley behind him, and then I threw a rock, and then hid. And then when he went in to check who had thrown the rock, I went round the front, and then I got a baker to distract the other one, and then I came in.
That's very resourceful.
She's more clever than us.
Yeah, way smarter.
Val, do you want to lead this team?
Yeah.
I think Val should lead the team.
Okay, Vala, here's the situation. The Abbotess,
She sits up much proudly, and it's like,
is holding two other religious
She's bad,
leaders.
right?
Yeah, she's
Well,
bad.
Yes.
okay.
We've been
Okay.
Brookstoned.
Yeah. She's a
Eyes go
Brookstone.
wide. Okay.
Figuratively, not actually.
Okay.
Might be. Who knows?
She's imprisoned two other religious leaders below the Abbey. She's declared the Abbey off limits to the rest of the town
It's the rest
Okay.
of the owner.
while they mourn the loss of their previous abbot.
Okay.
All of their priests and clergy want to kill us and are following us around.
Okay.
And we have to go into the Abbey to get these two people and safely return them to the field warden here. Meanwhile, the Abbotess is getting ready for a town-wide purge,
What?
in which they want to purge
dead.
anyone who isn't.
Her eyes go wide.
I mean, maybe a little bit more delicately, but that's the gist of it, yeah.
Okay.
They're going to burn everything.
Are you
down.
asking me what my opinion is?
Yes, because we're clueless.
No, but this is the situation. Do you
No,
want
this
to
is
help?
just if you want to be
You're
involved
coping with things a lot better than we are.
Have you seen the Abbey walls?
Yeah. From a distance.
How would you get over them?
Well, you'll need climbing equipment. I used to make ropes out of bed sheets and stuff. I used to steal some other bed sheets from the other girls in the Abbey, and we'd tie them together, and then I'd use them to get out of the window because my room was quite high.
Okay.
So you can make that, but you'll need something to secure it with. We used to get a bunch of clothes, like things that you put clothes on, and we bent them all together, and it kind of used that to secure the rope.
Like a hook.
I have a climber's kit.
And then, yeah, something like that would probably be okay.
Inner climbers get to go into
But
the
you should go when it's
cabin.
dark. Like, I always used to sneak out when it was dark, because obviously it's harder to see. And make sure you wear dark clothing. I actually used to get one of the nun's habits, and I cut bits of it up, and then I would cover my normal clothes.
You're saying the white Stetson outfit.
Oh,
won't do it.
people will see that mile away.
And shiny metal.
Why didn't we have Valor this whole time?
Well,
The other way you could do it is if they've got like doors, maybe they have guards and you can try and distract those. And then that way one of you can get in and then you can raise the doors so the others can come in. I used to do that sometimes when the other girls wanted to get out. I would sneak away and sneak out and then let them in out from the outside. And
Can we keep her?
Nova's just
But then when you get
furiously writing
inside,
all this
if
down.
everybody's there, are they trying to kill you?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, very
most
much.
likely.
We'll be imprisoned
I
at least.
guess.
With fire.
I know that Yusef wouldn't agree with this, but well, if they're trying to kill you, just maybe you have to like, maybe not kill them, but like knock them out first, like find them and like subdue them or something, or find people. Maybe they've got people trapped there that can help you, and you can let them free, and then they'll help you.
Oh, so this really cool thing to get into the tunnels where the good people are that are captured by bad people. There's 2 separate keys.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen the
unlock a
main
secret
temple used to
passageway.
have something like that for the main church.
That's really cool, isn't it?
You probably have to steal them, like, you know, try and get them when they're on. Maybe they well, like when they sleep, you can sneak in and take.
Oh, it
their
would be
stuff.
sleepy time at night time as
The
well.
thing is given what it's looking like
I
outside,
don't know how much time we've got.
time is not our friend. We should have done this all last night.
Sorry, guys. I mean, most of my experience is literally sneaking out of the Siaskan church where Yusef and Corin were raising me.
More than all of us.
With this impending dark brooding clouds, is it not
You guys
maybe-
know I'm like 14, right? You probably shouldn't be getting tactical advice from me.
Honestly,
Like, I want to help, but.
I mean, you
I
managed
feel like
to
we've
bypass.
already kind of come up with those ideas, but it's
Yeah.
more the fact that we're inept and can't really.
honestly, Vala, you are more experienced at this than
Well,
all of us.
If you're not particularly sneaky like me, then you just gotta play to your own strengths, right? Like,
Okay,
hit him in the
Then
face.
we're.
Same. Very
I
much.
need to read a book.
Yes.
You could make them fall asleep by reading a book to them.
But when I read books, I stay awake for hours.
Why don't you read books on how to be a stealthier person and infiltrate an abbey?
So we got
have
the
any books on
potions though.
That is
So
true.
you can become quieter
And tiny.
and tiny.
Also,
tiny.
you're
Tiny
14.
sentry.
How old are you?
2 or 3, I can't remember which one I
said
said.
three.
before.
3.
3. I'm 3.
Yeah,
You're
so
like-
you're older than Quill.
You're like 2
Yeah, but like
quills.
he's like, it's not the same though, is it?
I'm a very quick learner. Very quick.
Hesper made them really smart and
Who's
curious.
to say that Valor isn't a quick learner? You
pretty quick.
You spent most of your life sneaking around by the sounds of it.
Yeah, learning about Siaska, like priest stuff, and then in my spare time I'd like learn to pick locks. I used to practice on like my bedroom doors and stuff.
See, I'd
She
never did any
can
of that.
pick locks. We have 2 locks that need a picking.
But
If you want me to do that, I really need some proper lock picks though.
well, you can get those.
Buy some.
But at the
They'd
same
be useful in
time,
general.
Vala, we've seen, well, at least a glimpse of what sort of things they have in there. Big statues with big weapons, fire, like
These are dangerous
Dragonborn.
people.
She just kind of looks sheepishly and she's
Valor's
like,
got
well,
2 daggers and she can just create loads of big spells.
But she's 14.
So Quillix 3.
She is way better at fighting than I
In
am.
Sentry, you're. How old are you again?
She's only centuries.
Nice.
Same age. She's actually older than
She's older than me.
2/5 of the team.
Age means nothing.
Hey,
Vala doesn't really say much. You can see that she's like not saying it and she's kind of looking to see what you guys decide. This is your decision. If you as a group collectively are like, no, you're gonna stay here, she will listen to you.
And then cry back.
If the majority of you are like, no, come along, she will come along. But this is a group A or B.
I feel like that was an attack on Lucius there.
I mean, he's the one who's like, she's amazing.
She's got
That's
2
why-
daggers.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree.
Yeah. Well, if that, yeah, it's up to you guys. This is a group call.
I mean, we have seen what she can do. And she managed to bypass the guards outside. It sounds like exactly what we need. If things go south, that's what the 5 of us are for, right?
The thing is, she's been seen by these people anyway, regardless of whether she distracted them or not before she came in here. She's been seen by them. So if they see her again, they're just going to follow her back to Arvel, and then
But they haven't
could also
necessarily made a connection between her and us.
Because she's been very clever.
She has been, but we don't know how many people there are out there watching us. There might be more than that.
Vala, how have you planned to leave this place again, not getting the guards on your scent?
Kitchens.
See, she should totally come along.
I was actually going to say, how are we going to get to the Abbey?
Is there a hole in the kitchen?
We need to
There's a
distract
back
them.
door. They have to like get orders and stuff in, right? They can't just all come through the main. This is a nice tavern. I figure that they don't want like deliveries of like meat and fish and
Cows.
things like that coming in through the front door. So there must be a back entrance, normally for the kitchen staff.
And if they're outside watching this place now, they know we're here, so we could distract at least a few of them.
So we're having Vala in the team. Who's voting? 2 hands.
Ouch.
Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Phil. I didn't mean that.
Guess I have 1 vote.
I'm so sorry. God,
You can
that's
hold
terrible.
up a foot. Hold up a foot if you agree.
I'll put a beak in the air. There's my 2 votes.
Nova very slowly puts her hand in the air.
Sentry?
Same.
We should tell Arvel.
No.
No, don't tell Arthur. That's a really bad idea. Because then he'll want to come. And
You're
he's
right, Bella.
noisy.
I'm scared of Arvel being mad, let alone the Abbotess.
Also, we can't, again, link us to Arvel.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever happens, though, we need to start moving now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, it's morning. Everybody's kind of seems to be like focused on town and the market and stuff like that. And if you said that there's like some special morning or something that means that people aren't allowed in and out.
Yeah.
separate it
Yeah.
from Savona law entirely.
The dusk morning.
So I guess maybe if we try and go around to like. I mean, do you guys want to go over the walls or do you want to try and go through the main door?
Well, we're
I don't think
uncertain
we
about
can get
that.
through that front door.
It depends how. I think it's. If we can distract them away, we want to get in silently.
What if we have a team that goes over the wall and distracts them at the same time?
So people distract them from inside the walls.
Whilst the wall.
While the wall is being climbed over. Cover all our bases.
So we got invisibility. We got a
climber's kit.
climber kit. We got a tiny sentry.
And I've got fire resistance.
So don't forget, this is what the outside
Yeah.
looks like. So you've got the buildings and then the walls and then the.
We also have
various
Nightfrost to scout ahead,
I can
provide
levitate.
intel ahead of us.
Can he also distract? If he went
Nightfrost,
down?
in your humanoid form,
Yes, most delicious.
can you interact physically with things?
I can. I'm not much of a fighter, if that means.
No, no,
But I
no.
can
I
move
mean, like,
small objects, yes.
Throwing rocks,
I'm not very strong, however, in such a form. I am made of shadow stuff.
just like knocking something over, causing a noise.
If it is light enough, yes.
I can mage hand stuff.
You can mage hand stuff, but it's a big mage hand. That's the problem. But if you do it
It
secretly,
is a physical, like ghostly hand that does
you'd have
stuff.
to do it around a corner or something.
You have to be an
That would
arcane
work.
trickster for it to be invisible.
I can form a turge. Is that the?
You can form a what?
I can
You can form a
form a turge.
form a.
I've got form
What's
a
a
turge.
turge?
I don't know what the verb for
like a
form a turge is, but I've got it.
What does that mean you can do?
That's the one I can make noises from far away. and
Okay.
stuff.
I can give you a
Such
boost
as the
up
rumble of
wall.
thunder.
Clearly, I'm a valuable part of this team.
I can help.
Want a boost?
Double boost.
There you go. Yes, see,
Vala,
double boost.
do you have potions?
No.
Do you have armor?
She gestures at her like leather armor that you got for that.
We
she
did get
wore
her
before.
armor.
Are those daggers sharp? You kept them in good condition?
Yeah, they're good.
She like stabs the table a bit.
Okay, yep. I
She
think we're
takes
good.
care of them. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
We need to be in and out.
To tell me how to take care of
Do it. It's fine. It's fine. Shh.
Let's get moving then.
That's.
Okay, so we're going out the back.
And I
Yes.
guess we're going in and.
Actually, no, you go out the back, we'll go out the front because we've already been washed.
No, but we don't want to be followed.
Yes, that's right. Let's vote for for team
Back
leader.
door, not front.
I'm
We're going to be
voting for-
followed the whole way through the market.
Let's vote for team leader while we're here.
Valor.
Bella.
Oh, she shakes her head. Healer or sentry?
Okay.
Sentry, 10 out of 10 sentry.
Sentry, you're the protector.
Honestly, I've just got a big hammer and I'm kind of just going to follow you and hit whatever you want me to hit at
As
this
previous unofficial team leader, Sentry is now the team leader.
point. You
Well,
sure?
that's right. Quill should be team leader.
Why me?
Let's just try and
You're
be
smart.
subtle as we get to the Abbey.
I'm gonna need to change
We can
my
talk about
clothes.
this on the way. Yeah, I think we should change.
So you're
into
going out the
something.
back.
Yeah, but we should
Yeah.
also change into something.
What are you going to change into? Where are you going to get the clothes from? What clothes do you have? You've got anything that you can use?
That's a lot of questions.
Can I just get some mud and just rub it on my metal?
Inside the tavern? No.
No, but outside.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Yeah,
How are you
so
doing it?
Get the outside.
You will need to go and find.
Or charcoal.
You could ask if they would have coal. They would have charcoal from the fire. Yeah, you can get
So we can
charcoal.
go from
Yeah. Stealth
ceramic sentry to charcoal sentry.
Stealth.
Yeah, if you want to, like the tavern keeper is like, of course, guardian. If you want, like, there's the remnants of the fire, and you can see that last night's logs have all been burnt into blackened charcoal logs. You could literally start
pouch
rubbing
or-
those onto your your metal and stuff. It will darken the color. It might not last very long, but it will darken the colors certainly.
Just take
But
it
it
with
is-
you for the road, top up.
You do this, but it is the morning, and
That's
during the
not
day, the dark.
I'm keen.
I was gonna say, like, you start doing it, and then you realize, like, oh wait, nighttime isn't here yet.
Yeah.
You're blending well with the Abbey.
Put it in a
Time is a weird thing for a guardian. Like, it's like, oh, it's the dark time. It's not. You're like, meh, whatever.
dark time.
I don't know how effective this is
Get a
going to
little
be in the
pouch of
daytime, but
Okay.
Let's cause another distraction. How about we do something in the front door so that we can exit the back door?
Do something in the front door.
Yes.
Just open it.
I don't know. Val's the leader.
Val's not the leader.
Not the-
Val's just good at distracting.
At the very, I can open the door from here, from far away.
How about, yes, you go out.
No,
If we just sneak out, then they might just think we're here all day.
Yeah, let's just leave.
Do you reckon we can all sneak?
Looks at Nova like,
That's exactly, yeah.
let's just sneak out. And
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
find us, then they'll follow us.
so you're gonna
If they
head out the
don't-
back and you're gonna try and be stealthy. Guess what that involves?
Stealth
insight.
checks.
Stealth checks for everyone. Sentry has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Upon leaving with my passive perception.
Oh, that was trash.
You wanna
Sentry.
peek the curtain back? Can you do a little
Yeah.
quick
I
twitch?
almost want to see if I can spot
7 on
where they
both.
are to
Oh,
help my
yeah.
thing.
This was it.
With disadvantage. I got 7
For
on
Sentry
both.
it is.
I
But
rolled
for you,
bad.
it's normal.
Yeah.
There's a surprise. I rolled bad. Woo!
Okay, so my perception is like
need new
garbage.
dice.
7.
You don't aid your stealth
It's
check.
just
then.
me.
Oh, okay,
You don't know where they are, so you don't know how to best to avoid them.
right.
Swap back to my original OG clothing.
Okay. OG clothes.
The non-white.
So
Cowboy
stealth
9.
9,
21.
21,
18.
18, 2 successes, 1 failure.
12.
Okay.
7.
Oh.
Clang, clang, clang.
Get Valor as well.
Yes, I should roll Valor's actually. I need to get her stats up again at some point then, if you're going to take her with you. Valor didn't do particularly great. She's a little bit nervous with you guys now. Can I borrow a pen off someone, please? I might need to keep this though. Does anyone have a
Yeah,
spare
here's a
pen?
spare.
Thank you.
Bam.
So.
Prepped.
Okay. Okay. So you make your way out the back door, which leads. The innkeeper is somewhat confused, but doesn't really question it, as you were all armed and scary looking,
And paying the bills.
and paying the bills.
We're coming through.
Out of the way.
Absolutely.
We just
Front door
use
sucks.
the universal language of
Also, I need
money.
this charcoal.
Yeah. So you make your way out the back, which leads into a narrow alleyway that connects to another part of North Street, where they obviously take deliveries and things like that. Yeah, you guys just make your way unawares, like you don't think you've been spotted, you don't think you've been followed, and you begin making your way towards the Abbey. The Abbey rests on a very gentle hill, surrounded by its walls, a little bit separated from the Queen's Plaza. So you kind of head towards South Street, divert off, and then the Abbey has its own kind of open area where these interior walls with the Abbey inside. It's like a sectioned mini walled section of the city, right? Whereabouts, you can see that the main pathway leads up to the central doors. The walls themselves are about 15 foot high, and you can see that the bell tower rises above that. You can see that there is a bell tower. Quill, with your one good eye, you can see that there appears to be one, maybe two, you're not sure, humanoid figures at the top of the bell tower
Okay.
who are like watching around. They're there, but you know,
Where is the bell?
it's not
Oh, there,
unavoidable.
okay.
Not unavoidable. In fact, from the opposite side of the Abbey way, anybody in the bell tower probably on the opposite side of the Abbey, the bell tower probably won't be able to see you.
Right. Okay.
Um,
And is that the way we're coming in?
you could. Well, it's up to you. You can go to any section of the walls around the Abbey that you wish.
So the bell tower can see the main gate.
It can see the main gate and then sort of to the sides as well. But it's mainly got a good visual on the main gate, is the Abbey itself.
Okay.
So, yeah, the walls are around 15 to 20 feet tall. There is the one gate leading in and out of it, which has thick iron reinforced wooden doors. Reinforced wood and iron portcullis. So it's like wood, but with like iron bolts and rivets that drops down from the main gate. There are two, a man and a woman, human man and woman, wearing Palador robes, stood in front of it. And you can see that on either side of the gate there are these mini towers which have the winch and chains connected to the portcullis. And that forms the main gate that leads into the Abbey itself. And then the walls extend the whole way around. And you can get around the whole thing as well, because it sits within the city of Cayley's Rest, so you can go to any point around the walls.
Are there any other guards around the other areas of the wall?
Not on the
Just
outside.
front?
Not on the outside.
Okay.
You can't really see inside.
Yeah.
So you don't know if
the
there's
outside of the wall.
people patrolling the grounds, but on the outside of the wall, no, it doesn't appear to be.
Is there quite a gap between the walls and other buildings
Yeah.
in Cage's Rest? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it almost has like this little secluded area where no buildings, no shops have been placed. It's been left alone.
I suppose there's only just ladders sitting around.
Not around. You could definitely go and buy a ladder. You'd probably get about a 10-foot ladder at max. But you could go to a general store and buy one.
Foot stand on top of it, that's over.
Yeah.
Don't think
Yes,
it's much
let's
shorter than
just carry a ladder down the street. Window cleaning? Window cleaning?
Note that I say they're 15 to 20 feet tall. It's hard to tell just by looking directly at them.
that. I've got one great eye.
You do have one great eye.
Damn it, okay. Okay, so two people in the bell tower are watching over, but they obviously can't see everything past the Abbey and the other side of the walls. So I guess we go in the furthest side from the bell tower, but that does mean we can't go in through the front door. Plus there's two guards in the front.
I don't think we were ever going to go through the front door.
I mean, unless you had some sort of trick, like you could use magic to trick them, or you could use a disguise or something like that. But I mean, obviously for Quill, it might be harder for him to disguise himself.
Why don't we distract the two guards around the corner? We bop them on the head, take their clothing.
Take their clothes.
But then
Two of us are then disguised.
when they come back around, they're going to raise
Just
the alarm.
to note, the guards are on the inside of the gate. They're not like stood in front of the gates where they could just be, ambushed and dragged away.
Oh.
They're inside the gate, like looking at the main gate itself. Yes. They're there so that if somebody comes up to the gate, they would go and open it for them to come in if they were going to let people in.
Cool.
Just to clarify, they're not stood outside the gate like King Buckingham Palace guards, like,
me.
hello, yes, you may kill us freely, and there's nothing we can do.
And the gates are locked, so.
Oh dear.
Well, let's sneak in
So
around
when
the
we get
back.
inside, yeah, sure, steal the wardrobe. That sounds like an idea, but
I don't know if, I just thought maybe if you had like some sort of magical trick, but if you don't, then
I got a hammer, Vela.
I didn't mean you.
Okay.
I
Anyone?
meant
Any
we.
tricks?
climb over the back
Collectively?
wall.
We could
Yeah.
at least
Okay.
create a thing that happens at the front gate so that at least the bell tower's also watching that whilst we do hop it.
What do you think we could do?
Well, the handles are metal, aren't they? When we saw them. The handles of the doors were metal, weren't they?
What doors?
The main front gate.
It's a
nobody's
portcullis.
It's a big
Portcullis,
old
like a
iron gate.
big iron gate. Like it's not like a gate.
Oh, I see.
It's like a portcullis, like a spiked, barred
So they don't have
portcullis. I don't know how to describe
to.
it as anything else.
They don't have to
They're not touching
touch
it.
something to open it. So we
No,
can't
they
metal
winch.
it,
It's
for
chains.
example.
It's chains connected to a winch that
Could
then
heat metal
pulls
the chains.
things up.
But
You
it's
could
not-
try and heat metal the chains. Yeah.
But
But that wouldn't do any.
It would likely melt the chains and snap them. Like the point that you heat, it would heat them to the point where
Would
they
lock
would.
the portcullis
would
in
break.
place.
Yeah, because it
Yes.
would never open, ever.
And that would be our only escape, probably. But it's a good distraction.
Run around the inside forever away from people. Help me! The gate won't open!
How to break a D&D party 101. Provide them with an infiltration mission. What do we do?
We are genuinely the worst.
We are, because but then anytime we make a plan, it goes to shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
so I don't know why
Which
we're
is why
bothering.
let's
Don't
just
stress
jump
about
over.
it. Sure. So what's the plan?
So I think the best idea is to go in basically next to the training hall, because that's the opposite side from the bell tower.
It is, yes.
They can't see us from there,
Yes.
but we don't know what's inside. So
Let's get Nightfrost over.
Oh no, Night Frost, we can use him.
He can give us the okay that it's a clear section,
yeah,
and then we'll enter.
Okay.
okay.
Can
Night
we have a look and see if anyone followed us this far?
I mean, my passive perception.
Yeah, I'd tell you if there was a passive perception, but you can make an active one if you want. If you're worried that they are being very cautious at sneaking up on you.
Sure.
20.
Ooh.
20?
Like 15.
No, you don't really feel that anybody's snuck up on you so far.
And if you got like 100, so
Okay.
unless they've got
sun
crazy good
is-
stealth.
It's around about 11 a.m. The dark clouds overhead kind of prevent most of the sun, so it's dark. It's a very grey, miserable day. Almost not quite nighttime, but there's very little light, and these dark clouds spread around for miles. But the air is warm. It's not cold. There's no breeze, which is why these clouds are so unusual. There's no like cold breeze. It's surprisingly warm for the long night, this period of winter, but it's dark.
Every time you say breeze, I just think of evil now. You've ruined that word forever.
Yeah.
Evil breeze. Anyway.
It's also surprisingly warm.
So you go round to
Out
the
of
other
the
side of
fire.
the training hall, and you're going to send Nightfrost over.
Up you go.
To see if
over.
that side of the wall is clear so we can get over.
It's daytime, so because he is a shadow. He makes his way, and he kind of has to climb before he went under the portcullis because he can just become a shadow. So he has to try and climb up over the wall itself. He can't fly, which he does manage to do. So he clings to it,
Look at him go.
climbs up, hauls over like a little heartless, drops down, and then because he's staying, he's within 100 feet of you. Lucius, you can hear in your head, and the others you can hear as well. Yes, I appear to be behind a building. I can hear the sounds of a blacksmith working upon an anvil from within, and also the sound of fighting, metal and steel clashing against each other. Looking around, there is no one immediately here, but I can see that there are several groups which appear to be patrolling the grounds themselves. You will still need to be cautious and quiet when you enter. But there is
Okay.
no one immediately here.
Are there any windows or
They are
open
very
holes?
narrow, thin slits.
So we could easily hide up against the wall at the back.
Yes.
And where you are, we're going to have to come over one at a time. Is there anywhere we could duck into?
There are a few barrels and crates behind the hall, but not much.
It's better than nothing.
Is there anything, any...
Once you get into the main grounds, there are bushes, trees, vegetable plots that would perhaps be easier to hide amongst. But around this area specifically, it is mainly this building, this training hall.
Where are the bell tower guards looking right now?
My sight is somewhat limited at long distances, Master Lucius. I'm unable to tell.
They shouldn't be
Well,
able to
can
see
you see?
us from. Well, I'm behind the wall, so I can't even see the bell tower from here.
No. If you're like right pressed up against the wall, you just see this 20, 50
And
tall.
should we send Echo first, and then you can see where you want to go?
Yeah.
What, can you see the Abbey, Night Frost? Is there a door into the Abbey around
Not
this
on
side?
this side, no. That does not mean there is one. I cannot see an obvious entrance.
Well, I think this has to be the place. This is out of the line of sight of the bell tower, and also the noise that they're making in their training hall. The climber's kit will make similar noises, surely. If we're clanking a hook onto the top of a stone wall,
I'll be clanking.
she'll be clanking. Then she'll be clanking away.
Okay.
She's a clanker.
Also, if they do spot us, they won't have far to go.
True, but this
Take
is
the
the place
potion.
over anywhere.
And become tiny.
I might do that.
So
Can we hear them from here?
Yeah, can we hear the training hall?
Quill can with his passive perception, but the rest of you I don't think is high enough. I don't think the rest of you have a decent enough passive perception. You can just faintly hear this it's more the blacksmith hammer, this kind of rhythmic bing,
I've had an idea.
bing.
Okay, good.
Night Frost, you can hear the training, right?
I can, Master
You can
Lucius.
very
It
easily...
appears to be in a room connected to the back end of the training hall where the forge sounds are coming from.
And you can speak to us in our brainies.
Yes.
So, every time you hear the anvil strike, you say, now. And every time that happens, you move on the...
I can hear it.
You could hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
right.
very rhythmic. Ding, ding,
we just follow that rhythm.
ding, ding. So if I'll just stand here, ding, ding, and Nova, you throw up the climbing hook, ding,
Well, it's a
ding.
climber's kit, so it's like pitons, like she has to climb up and then...
Oh,
Or
okay.
somebody has to climb up and do it as they go.
So I guess climb
To the beat of the anvil.
to the beat of the anvil.
I was going to levitate.
Who's going to do it? That as well.
But you could put the pitons into the wall.
You should levitate
you're levitating,
Sentry, if anything.
I would, the last time we did this, it went very badly and we all fell in a pit.
I fell into
Yeah.
Dwellin Den, yes, I remember. And I hit I think I fell about 50, maybe 60 feet.
Difference is we're going up, not down.
And also, just 15 feet-ish,
I'm not
give or
very
take,
strong.
from sight.
Now that you guys are up really close to the walls, they're probably like 17, 18 feet tall. They're closer to 20 feet.
About 3 or 4 of me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hand the climber's kit to Ayla
Ayla takes the kit.
after taking on board this very useful information. Just going to go straight to Ayla and give her the climber's kit.
For your benefit, Sentry, when you drink the potion, this is the effect of it. The target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced by 1/8 of normal to 1/8 of normal. So you become an eighth of your own weight.
Nice.
You change to small. Your size becomes small. Until the spell ends, you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh.
And your target's weapons also shrink, which reduces them to do 1d4 less damage. But it cannot reduce damage below 1.
So it's good for stealth, but
Yes.
Lasts an
Yeah.
hour, doesn't it?
Yes, and I will give you advantage on stealth and dexterity checks to make up for being smaller.
Okay.
It's not in the spell, but I'm going to give that
I
because
can
it
carry
makes
her up
sense.
on my back.
And
Also,
and
you won't have disadvantage on stealth checks because your armor will barely weigh anything, so it won't make much noise when you move.
But is that it's not a spell that she can dispel at any time? It's just once the hour.
Once the potion's drunk, it's an hour.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not a
pretty
spell.
bad.
Now, if you had the Dispel Magic spell, you could cast that on Sentry, but
Lol.
I don't think you have that. So.
Nope.
So once that's gone, it's go time.
Yeah.
Or it's wait time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
but then we have to survive patrols for an hour.
Yeah.
Which is not.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
like we just if I need it, if you think that I need it, I'll take it.
But I mean, in an hour's time, we could be in combat.
That's true. Yeah.
I think now might be
likely
the
that we
time.
will be.
We'll have an hour of stealth.
Yeah.
Once it's run out, we should be well into the
I
hour.
don't want
of
an hour of stealth.
An
No,
hour of
thank you.
tiny sentry stealth time.
Oh, okay. We just
Where
get
is
into
Pass
the
Without Trace when you need it?
we get into the tunnels, and then we
Oh.
wait
I miss it,
where
Laura.
the captors are
For the spell to.
for the spell to end.
So that is the requirement that we get into. But we still need to steal the keys. There's a lot we need to do.
We've got an hour.
It's almost like it's a challenge. It's almost like it's conflict and there's obstacles that
Okay,
you
yeah,
need
1
to
hour.
overcome.
Automatic lock-in.
No, just staring at
Century.
the wall.
As
All right, this is mystery game.
Physical, this part.
Yeah, this part is the physical. This is the bit where Richard O'Brien is like, right, into the
Get
crystal
in.
maze. We've got to climb up over the gate.
Gotta get in.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun.
And that's about when you can tell how well this team is gonna do.
Yeah. Well,
Why
Sentry.
doesn't Nova levitate Sentry so she doesn't have to clang across the wall?
I was
Then-
gonna say- oh, I
If
was-
Sentry is small, Nova can do it because she'll weigh 1/8. At the moment, no. You have a strength of 7, I believe.
She can't.
No,
I mean,
but
she can't
can't I
levitate.
cast levitate?
on Sentry.
Yes, you could do that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you could do that.
But we're using levitate gate.
I thought you meant Nova levitate
no,
and
no, no,
carry
no, no,
Sentry.
no,
I was like, no way.
No.
Yeah, cast it on the Sentry and then she carries Nova, and
That's
then you
what I
can
meant.
dispel it once you're at the top.
Okay. Well, Sentry, as unofficial leader, who made you the leader and then was immediately made leader again,
Okay.
you can drink the potion whenever you want. If you want to drink it now, I'd recommend it.
It's not a very leader thing to say.
What do you mean?
As leader, you choose.
I operated
Do
how
you
many
want me to
times?
climb this
It's
wall?
a wasting.
Do
Okay.
you want me to climb the wall?
Let's
Let's focus
Okay.
on getting the climber's kit in first.
Yeah, let's do
Ayla.
that.
Nova, levitate, Ayla. Ayla, pit on to this beat. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Why am I
Ding.
levitating?
I can only
Ding.
levitate one
Six.
person.
Yeah, but she puts the
Could I
climber's
lift
kit.
sentry?
Yes, but it will be a struggle.
I mean,
Challenge
all we need to do is.
It would be hard. Sentry weighs a lot.
Yeah.
I
Got
thought
1/8 her weight.
If she drinks the
What, if
potion,
she
yeah.
drinks the potion?
If she drinks the
This
potion,
is-
any
yeah.
of you can carry Sentry.
just drink the damn potion.
It'd be like having like a
I
child-sized
think we
Sentry.
should, just for the fan art, I think.
She could find as an entrance for us. If she's little, she can just
She'll
scatter around.
go through like a rat hole, and we'll be way too big to go through it.
No, but she can find one that we can obviously get.
she's
She's
only
not
small.
afraid.
Small. She'll be like 4 feet.
Yeah, I
Or
know,
like,
but I mean,
how tall's Sentry now? 6 foot?
About 7 feet.
Yeah, so she'd be like 3.5 feet tall. She's not like a rat size. She's not like an
Let's-
action figure.
Let's just get the climber's kit and get into
Yes,
this damn
yeah.
place.
Guys, this is so funny. Right, so I'm going to ask this question. What are you doing? Because there's been a lot of
Yeah.
Ayla, climber's kit. To this beat. Ding,
Make an athletics check,
ding.
please.
Oh no.
And I'm standing there like a metronome.
22.
Easy enough to climb. Just give me a quick strength check for the pitons, because you're securing these for other people. But with that, with 20 plus athletics, clear you.
19.
Perfect. So you take your time, and with Quill, kind
I
of
did something, guys.
like you'll start climbing
We
your own
made
way up,
progress.
and it's hard because it's a natural wall. It's kind of it's not perfectly smooth stone, but this is a tough climb. You're like having to grip onto like these tiny little ledges, and then you wait for Quill to go now. You put the piton in, and then that can hold your weight. But then you've got to get the next one, which is again natural kind of like hold. Get the piton in.
I
It
do
takes
a-
you. Go on.
Sorry, to interject. Can I do a perception check, scouting anyone watching from the outside?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, don't even worry about the perception check. Round about where you are, there's really only Kaylee's Rest city walls behind you, and then a couple of like small, like commoners' buildings, like commoners' residential buildings around.
Oh, okay.
I mean, are you looking for people actively searching for you, or just like making sure that nobody's watching?
Just making sure no one's watching.
At this point, yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Nobody's watching you.
Okay.
The only thing you'd have to be
Guaranteed.
concerned about is people on the inside hearing.
Yeah.
can't
But
really
with
look.
Quill's excellent idea, you managed to make the pitons to the time of the beat of the anvil.
That was Lucius' idea.
You spotted it, and then Lucius had the idea.
No, Frost, how is it on the other side? So Ayla's about to reach the crest.
Very well. I recommend that Miss Lady Ayla waits for a second. There is just a guard patrol that is in sight. And then
Tell her.
I will.
this
can
is
hear
all
you.
of
This is
it.
everyone, okay.
And then eventually he's like, "All right, now you are clear."
Where do I go when I get in?
Just find a place to hide.
You literally, so you're at the top of the wall. You look over. You're kind of like you pull yourself up onto the wall, secure the rope, tie it off so it's secured for the rest of them, and then you look down, and what you see before you is a large kind of grassy area. You see this training hall building, which is a small, squat, one-story building. It's not a ground floor building with like a little tiled roof. Around it, there are some crates and barrels of supplies, but then it's pretty much just empty space. And then as it begins to stretch out into the actual Abbey's grounds, you can see vegetable patches. You see gardens, little clumps of trees and bushes. Very homely. It feels like a gardener's, like people here look after the land around it kind of thing. But this immediate area, you basically would have to just press yourself up against the training hall and just hope that nobody spots you.
Okay. Couldn't hide in the barrels and.
You can try, you can absolutely, you can try that.
Okay.
Do you want to try that?
In we go.
Okay, so you lower yourself down and give me a stealth check.
Oh no. 14.
Okay, yep. Who is next?
Sentry, are you going to take that potion?
I'll take the potion.
In which case, I'm not going to levitate you.
Okay.
So Sentry, pop, glug, 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 glug,
glug.
mark it off.
Whoop, whoop.
You should have it in your inventory.
Yep.
You watch as Sentry's form until she is about half the height that she was. Her dimensions are all shrunk by half.
Sentry, you're adorable.
Does Echo shrink as well?
No.
Can I ride Echo?
It's a separate. No. He is not strong enough. And you are still the size of a child.
quit.
You're actually a little bit shorter than Valor, because she's like a teenager. She's like a little bit of height on you. She's taller than a
I guess
half.
you're about a foot shorter than me and Nova now as well. Like,
Yeah.
So it's not that much.
Yeah, because Valor's a little bit shorter than Nova, but not much. And then now you're the smallest.
Enjoy that.
And yeah, and like
How
Valor's.
tall is Quill?
Should I go up?
Just a little shorter than
I
Nova.
think,
He's shorter than Nova.
No, just a little taller.
therefore I am. Now, I think the weakest should go first to not unhinge the pittance.
Okay. Well, Lucius.
Valor looks at Nova.
Yeah,
But
fair.
at the same time, the heaviest would also go with the most loose pittance.
We did this with one, and then either way, it
I'm
went
gonna
bad.
start climbing.
Okay, athletics check, please. You have advantage because the rope's been placed there now.
Oh,
this,
yeah,
Nova.
the rope. Okay.
I believe.
19, 18, 17.
Yeah, enough. It's actually only like DC 10 with the rope. You make your way up to the top. You get on the other side. Stealth check.
11.
11. Okay. Who's next?
We should get a potion to enlarge Echo and treat Sentry further.
Get over the wall.
Well, you can use the spell Enlarge. He's another creature.
Oh,
you can enlarge
shit.
Echo.
Oh shit.
Is it like a space hopper?
It would be like a space hop. It'd be like a child on a space car.
Valor?
Yep, Valor will go up.
She's very still. I want to see how she
Yep.
does it too.
She might be
I
able to
really
find
observe how she goes up.
She
Yeah.
does this thing where she gets the rope in her hands and then she uses her feet to also hold the rope and then she climbs up it.
Incredible. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you, Valor.
When she gets onto the other side, she will hide. That's a success.
Lead by example.
Hup, she hops down next to, she kind of gets in amongst the barrels and the crates.
I don't know,
Nova.
Daddy used to
And
say that.
Nova and Ayla and Valo, now you guys on the other side, you can also now hear the sounds of sparring coming from inside this hall.
goody.
You hear shouts of like, not good enough! When the purge happens, we need to be on at our very best. Kind of like shouts.
I like that word.
Can I hear that?
Just.
I'm just gonna
Are they
write.
human-like?
We're doing
voices?
something dumb in my notebook.
Human, but Savonan, like you kind of hear some of the accents.
The
kind of
drawl.
coming through.
I don't know if Dragon
Not
Ball has
always
a different
drawl.
style of
Sometimes you get
voice.
ones like the East Coast Savonans, and sometimes you get ones which just have the.
What do East Coast Savannah sound like?
We think we've
Hey,
already met
you've
some.
already met some of them,
Yeah.
yeah, like that
I
guy.
just want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Any West Coast?
Hey, they sound like that guy. Yeah, there's a couple which have got a more sort of diluted. I think Merrick, the field warden in Rose Hall, had like just a more generic Savonan accent kind of thing.
Any hay, man?
No Californian hippies, no.
Really West.
Who's going over the wall?
Sentry, do you want to go next?
Yes, please.
Hey, well, don't forget this is an athletics, which means you have disadvantage because of your small size.
Drag this over the wall.
You have advantage because of the rope. So it would
it's
just
just
be
a
a
straight
straight roll.
roll.
So that
Oh,
would have been
straight
that first 4.
Oh, that would have been 8.
8? Ugh, you're struggling because you're not used to your tiny little body. You're not quite making it up the rope. Somebody can help you.
I need an adult.
I guess me and Lucius will
have any.
probably help her up.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like quaking
so
on her.
you both make athletics checks.
How do we give her a boost?
Yeah.
Athletics 18?
19. No. That's a 13, sorry.
14.
14. And you got 18?
18.
Yeah, the two of you with your help and the 8, because you're good at climbing. You know how to climb ropes. Like, you're trained in it.
Yeah.
It's just right now your form is a lot weaker than you expected it to be. But with their two help, kind of like holding you and letting you get a good grip.
Still
you managed
very
to, like,
heavy.
I mean, an 1/8 of what our current weight. It's actually not that bad.
Eighth of a Guardian, though. Like,
Yeah, it's 1/8 of that weight. Like
Yeah.
that's what she now weighs.
Instead of 4 tons,
Yeah, yeah.
it's half a ton.
So you
Thanks,
hoist her
guys.
up, and you manage to climb up and get on the other side. Stealth check with advantage because you're small size.
Oh my god! 3 and a 5.
5.
God.
Seriously.
So in your new form, you kind of stumble forward. You hit a barrel. Barrel like knocks over. You scrabble in under Ayla next to Ayla. Tiny little sentry is like looking at you. It's a little bit like a toddler, yeah. It kind of is.
She didn't do very well over there. We need to go quickly. Lucius, do you mind if I go first? You can catch me if I,
From what I said earlier about the 2 vote thing, you should absolutely go first.
Ouch. Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, it's my apology.
I'll go. Do I have advantage with the rope?
Disadvantage.
I have
So
disadvantage.
it's a straight roll.
You have one arm.
The rope helps because
Can I help him boost him up like I did with
sure,
Sentry?
Make an athletics check as well.
It's disadvantage, Tom.
No, it's a
16.
16, you get another +2.
disadvantage on advantage, so it's just a straight roll.
Straight roll.
17.
17 with a +2 from Lucius, because he just needed
19.
you as well. 19. Yeah, with your clawed feet, you managed to kind of like grip into the wall and the rope, and then using your one arm, you pull yourself. You're mainly doing it with your legs. You're kind of like pushing yourself up and then using your arm just to keep you on the rope.
Cool.
It's the getting over the very lip of the wall that is the hard point. You have to kind of hold yourself with your
The
legs.
bird flapping about.
Get your wing
I
over.
hook my beak on and then just look
Probably
down.
you probably do use your beak a little bit just to help give you a
Pivot
little bit of
point.
leverage. But you managed to hoy yourself over. Now it's a stealth check.
I can just imagine him hooking his beak in and then planking the rest of his body.
6.
Oh my god, we are the least stealthy.
So
people in the
Lucius and
world.
Nova, you are left on the other side.
I'm already there.
You levitate.
No, I was
No,
already
she's
there.
already
I've already
over the
gone.
wall.
I was
She's
the
over the
third.
wall.
I was the second, third one over.
Yeah, she came over after
Did you make
me.
a check?
Yeah, it was 8.
What, to climb?
No,
levitated.
I made a good check to go over, and then I
didn't
made a
levitate.
less than good check to stealth.
She didn't levitate.
It was
I
just,
didn't
yeah, it was-
levitate. I have not levitated.
No, I
Nobody
believe you. I was just
levitate.
I'm
The only one left.
scared
No,
of
I mean for
myself
these
and not
guys.
remembering.
I mean, these guys keep thinking I've used levitate. I'm not done anything. I just climbed.
It's
Once
literally
you did
just
levitate though.
So it's just Lucius.
Just Lucius.
Yeah, it's just Lucius left.
Here we go.
Athletics check with advantage.
I'm going to pretend that someone's boosting me
That's pretty good.
with advantage.
That's not so good.
So
But
15 was your first one.
16.
16, yeah, he's got a +1. Lucius isn't like weak. He's actually like,
I've been
he's
doing
worked out.
push-ups.
Yeah, little ones. Not many, but some. You managed to climb up. Yeah, it's hard work. Probably the worst thing for Lucius is, the rope burns his hands, his poor little hands.
Halfway through, I put my gloves on.
You like stop, you're like, this is much better, and then you climb your way up. You get to the other side, stealth check on the other side.
Okay. That's just straight up normal.
Yeah, and this,
toast at this
and
point.
you know what? This is the decider.
Oh god.
and
10!
10.
Yeah.
very middle of the road. I made it.
Okay. When Lucius lands, it doesn't take you long to realize that a patrol is coming very, very soon. You now have to decide right now what you're doing and where you're going.
What way is it coming from?
They're coming round from the other, from...
So anti-clockwise.
Where's the garden that you were telling? Where's the patrol?
So
Where's the garden?
so it's very loose. Any empty space you see that's not immediately behind the training hall or behind the dormitories and the bell tower, all of this open space, there are vegetable patches, bushes. You know, it's not like a forest. It's not heavy cover, but it's enough that it will help you with stealth checks.
Can I go to? I want to go to the bushes.
So you're gonna
and
rush
try
off.
and judge with my sense of being in nature which one is going to.
Yeah, you don't need to make checks. So the way I'm tracking this, by the way, is every time you guys do stealth, you're doing it as a group check, which means that I total up how many successes versus how many failures, and it will raise the alert level.
Yes.
So you hear the patrolling guards like, "Did you hear something?" "I don't think so.
Just
We
when
should
it
go
is
check it out." And then they begin making their way around, and then you immediately dash, and you can tell that they're searching. Like something's up.
They're on yellow alert level.
They're on yellow alert. They're kind of searching around, so it's gonna be harder for you guys to move around undetected.
Fine.
But right now you have not discovered. You can see before you that there is a door leading into the training hall on the other side.
Let's not go in there.
Which side? This.
Yes, on this side. So you've all run round to around about here.
So we are currently
Over as a.
southeast of the entire Abbey walled area.
Yes. To get round to the front of the Abbey, the entrance to the Abbey itself is here.
On the west side.
Yes. You will need to either go through the training hall, where it has doors on either end, or you will have to go past the bell tower.
Can we not go in between the training hall and the Abbey?
Yeah, you could do. That is currently where the patrol guard are coming from.
I
They're
see.
searching in that area.
I've got an idea. We go bell tower direction. I send a 4-inch diameter chromatic orb to set one of the vegetable patches on fire, distracting the bell tower.
On fire?
And then we sneak around the front in the front door.
No fire.
Why? They love fire.
I mean,
They know how to deal with it.
How about I go invisible and distract them in the opposite direction while you guys go and find entrance to the Abbey?
that's
Is there any entrance that we can see from where we are round the back of the Abbey?
There's not one you can see. If you would like to search for things like secret doors, this applies to anywhere. You have to physically search with an investigate check, which is like going up to it and like checking and things like that, which means it takes time and it's very visible.
What's this?
They're just like crenellations. Like you can see that on the Abbey there are other buildings like attached to it. Like you've seen churches, they have like weird like rooms and shapes.
I'm guessing there's no windows.
It's not all completely uniform. There are windows, but they're thin, narrow arrow slits.
And there's no windows like higher up.
The only big window you can see is at the very back of this building here. There is a large stained glass window raised up, but it's about 10 feet in the air.
Oh, okay.
I say we get in that little crenellation, big word, and avoid detection for a bit.
Okay.
If they walk
I mean, yeah,
past us,
your current stealth checks is you are currently unhidden. They're just aware. The next time you try and move somewhere, unless you do something like a distraction wheel or invisibility or something like that, you're going to have to make stealth checks again.
Okay.
And that is going to be, it's now harder to move about unseen.
Well, I can lure
Can
the
Night
guards
Frost
around
do
to the back of the Abbey, and then we'll go west, up, back into the crenellations of the Abbey, and then we can go further west to get to the front door. Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Go
Why are
past
you
the training
distracted?
hall.
Well, I mean, we have to go that way anyway to get to the front door of the Abbey. Can we really go by
I mean, training hallway.
Yeah.
Well, if we go right up against the bell tower, they can't look
How many
down
people
on
are in a
us.
patrol?
So I will describe. You can see 4 of them in the patrols. One, I will give you a brief description of how they are armed and such. 2 of them appear to be wearing armor with shields and swords. One appears to be dressed in primarily robes. They look very similar to one that you encountered in the Temple of Hesper that conjured a whip of fire, and they dressed very similar. The other one is wearing robes and armor, kind of like a very traditional looking cleric, kind of like the robes and armor mixture, and is carrying a mace.
Okay.
Could we back them into this crenellation and, take
There's a
their
lot
clothes?
of them, and it's going to be quite noisy.
If we crashed, maybe.
I don't know if that's the screen or if we've crashed,
I don't know.
but we'll just continue.
So, are we going by the bell tower way, or are we going by the training hallway?
I say bell tower way.
In that case, I can use thaumaturgy to make a noise and lure the guards further
Back to
west.
the training hallway.
Yes.
Good idea.
And then we'll go past the stained glass window.
With thaumaturgy, is it just a noise?
It's basically anything
Spoken
we choose,
word?
really.
I
Not
believe
spoken word.
thaumaturgy you can make whispers. Or a loud
Instantaneous
noise.
sound from a point of my choice, such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. And I used it before.
In the park.
So you can't use it to make like, hey, over here, but you can have it like, it's a a core of a raven, a roll of thunder, the sound of like rustling pages in a book or something like that.
Like a scream.
Ooh.
Like someone got hurt in the training hall.
It's too human, I would say. That would be minor illusion.
I was more thinking like running footsteps or something like that, something to lure them away.
Oh, that's
if they're
good.
looking for someone. I think I can do things like
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Again, I'd say it's more of a minor illusion, but I'll let you do it with thaumaturgy.
that. Okay. So in that case, from where we are, west of us, I will make like the running footsteps. Instantaneous sound, I guess. So.
What's your spell saving throw? Because this is technically an illusory effect, and they have a saving throw.
This is a cleric one, so 13.
13. I'll roll for all 4, so that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. So all 4 of them
Ding dong.
are like, you hear that? Yeah, sound like footsteps. Let's check over here. I think they may be headed for the dormitories. And then you hear them
Footsteps,
making their way
please.
in.
Okay.
Yeah, and that gives you a clear path to make your way round towards the bell tower.
So now, we go north.
I say we press up against the bell tower so that they don't look down on us.
Yeah, you can do that. Yep.
I hate when people look down on me.
Stealth checks. Stealth checks from everybody. Keep in mind, you have advantage sentry.
7.
17.
14 again.
17.
Okay, don't all call them out. So Ayla,
14.
14. Quill.
17.
Nova.
7.
Lucius.
5!
Sentry.
17.
Vala.
And then Vala has a She got 12. So you make your way to the bell tower and pressing yourselves up close against it, you don't think you can hear any sounds of alarm. Nobody seems to call out. You think you're safe for now. From the bell tower, you can now see more of these kind of very thin, narrow windows. On this side, from the windows that you can look in, you can see vague shapes of pews. Looks like that around this area of the abbey is a church.
Into the abbey. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually see through these little thin slits, and it appears to be some sort of church in this quadrant of the abbey itself. Sorry. Looking past the bell tower into the grounds, you can see a long, thin building. You suspect some sort of dormitory about the size of it. In front of the door are 2 guards who are staring out towards the entrance of the abbey.
I see.
They appear to be standing guard at the dormitory.
What was the stained glass?
That was here.
Yeah, you ran past it. You can see from the reverse, it appears to be a very resplendent Palador, this beautiful human, androgynous figure, not quite male, not quite female, but completely on fire, above the planet of Aerois itself, reaching down with a hand, cascading light and warmth onto the planet.
wow.
And you can see heavens above it. You can see angelic creatures with wings, halos, burning bright swords on fire. You can see them kind of like coming down with Palador towards Aerois itself. Very heavily religious.
Let's smash it.
On the way out.
Huh.
Okay, so
I wonder
there's...
if we should take a break now so that we can fix
Yeah,
it.
what's the time?
can see.
Yep,
6:30.
half an hour. Yep, we're going to take a break now. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's actually the stream or if it's...
The stream has gone black.
It's gone black
been
as
black
well.
for a while
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yes.
We're gonna take a break there then. I didn't realize. We'll take a break now, guys. We're gonna try and fix the screen, and then we'll be back ASAP. Thanks very much.
We'll do some more stealthy, sneaky
Yes.
stealth.
Sneaking in, Metal Gear.
See you in a
Bye.
See you
bit.
in a bit.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Sam, for fixing our issues. Weird ones, not what we thought, but it's done now. We're fixed. We're back. Ready to play. The party are currently trying to infiltrate Brightflame Abbey, where there are things going down.
Yeah.
They've already made the guards aware that something is going on, but they haven't been discovered just yet, as a series of skill challenges are still ongoing. The party currently are pressed up against a large bell tower. There is a door that leads into the bell tower. The bell tower itself is a stone building made from worked stone. There is a wooden door that leads in, and then at the very top you can see that there is a tiled roof and a large brass bell with 2 individuals keeping an eye out on the grounds who haven't seen you yet.
Well, we can't see that from where
just
we are.
got-
'Cause we're like sidled right up against
No,
it.
but you saw it as you were sneaking in and stuff like that.
Vision
You are
of
currently
Kronk.
like next to the door though. You could open the door and step in if you wanted to.
I just got a vision of Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, like pressed up against the wall.
You can see a little bit of distance away from you, kind of past a few vegetable patches and some small like gardens. You can see another long building, a dormitory, with 2 guards, 2 Ashbringer militants, so wearing armor, shield, swords, stood guard in front of this building.
Okay. Does anyone know how we can get those 2 out of the way? So there should be a straight shot to the front door from there.
They're looking the other way, though.
They're looking at the
They are
door
currently facing,
where
so
we need to get to.
I will draw on here. They have a door here, and you have 2 guards here and here, and they're kind of facing this way right now.
Okay.
If we can draw them this way, and then we skirt around the back of the bell tower.
So they go around the back of the bell tower, or the front of the... Well, we go the opposite side of the bell tower to where they are.
Yes.
Okay. Do we actually know what's in the Abbey, by the way? Nightfrost? Did you...
There are a selection of buildings. They seem to be mainly placed around a main cloister at its center.
So if we go through the front door, there could be people in there? There probably is.
It is slightly different to how it was last night, but there were people within, yes.
Is the cloister big or small?
It is quite large, the cloister.
Have they eaten it?
Nightfrost, don't answer that.
There's no sound. There's no response. A very confused silence.
I guess I can get up to the Abbey wall without being in the bell tower's line of sight, can't I?
Yes, if they look down.
Oh, yeah.
Bird!
Birdman!
And I can't, from where I am, like right up against the bell tower, I can't see through the windows and see people.
You can vaguely make out the signs of a church, maybe hear some murmuring, but there's people inside. You know that there are definitely people inside the Abbey.
Is Echo bigger than the windows?
Yes.
Oh.
The windows are very thin slits.
Yeah.
I think we need to steal some clothing.
What if we go up the bell tower and push them off the tower?
Whoa.
Why would we-
that probably would work.
I like that.
I mean, that would.
Why would we do that?
The bell tower's very high up.
It would alert
About
everybody.
70 feet tall.
Yeah.
But we
plus
can get in there through the door.
We can get in there, and if we push them off the top, it's going to make a hell of a noise, and also.
We could take their clothing.
That was the point.
But we'll be in the bell tower.
They're going to look
Okay.
immediately at the suspect.
And oversight. Carry on.
We should at least subdue them at the top.
It's
Yes.
that would at least get rid of
Take their robes.
their best
Yeah.
vision.
Then we have 2 people that look like these cultists.
Valor
Wandering around.
nods, like,
And then we could take out the other 2 cultists by the dorms. And then we have 2 more robes.
True. So
It's true. I'm just gonna say it. None of you are strong enough to take one of these guys down.
Ayla,
I'm one person, there's 2 of them.
and the second strongest person on the team
It's
is
teeny tiny!
tiny right now. But maybe she could use that as her advantage. She could jump on their backs, and claw at them.
I could take the eyes.
I think the
No.
Tiny sentry's even more scary. I like it.
Scrabbles.
She's scrappy.
she's got like a little, her axe is now half the size as well. It looks like a child's toy, but it's still very sharp.
We need to do it silently. I think all we do is just make sure we subdue them, their mouths, anything that makes noise. And then we could all just... Wait, are we going to cut them?
No.
Sentry said that she would cut their throat, yes.
Tiny Sentry, did you just say you
Tiny
cut
sentry,
them?
How could you?
No, tiny sentry, yes.
What will them do? It's Tiny Century!
Century!
A pickle sentry!
Anyway,
The worst episode.
I could go invisible and go up the bell tower and ring the bell really loud. That might get loads of people to come out.
But no, but
That will get their attention towards where we currently
You
are.
guys go somewhere else.
What
But
if
you'll
we
be
send
in the
Echo
bell
up to
tower.
ring
I'll
the
be
bell?
invisible.
That's true.
What if
Invisible.
that's the bell of the purge? What if we accidentally say, like, let's start the purge?
Now it's purge time with the bell.
It's not going to be the purge bell.
When you hear the bell, start purging.
I think like the purge is really going to have to be something to do with the big build-up of magic in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they might unleash it once the bell starts. Lucius has a very good point.
I want to leave the town.
Well, okay, so
I like that idea though.
no, but you could
Ringing the bell.
You go first.
wait.
What were you saying?
If Nova goes up there invisible style, then
Invisible styles.
the bell. I mean, would the bell lure those two guards over here? Well, it's just a bell.
I think
I
it
mean,
would
Val's like, I guess
It's
so.
for the whole
It's a-
crowd.
If it's not meant to
I
ring, or
imagine.
if
Yeah.
I imagine it's basically whoever's in. If there's a threat, they ring the bell and everyone comes a running.
They definitely know there were shenanigans though.
but we'll need to not be here.
Yeah.
Well, we would be by the bell tower, and whichever way the guards go,
They're coming
We go
from
the
all
opposite.
directions.
They will come from all
They're
directions.
not going to flock from one direction.
so how do we?
This is a terrible idea. Next.
I don't think we should make a big noise where we are.
No.
You want me to subdue one of them up at the top?
We
I
should
need someone
try and
else to
subdue
do
both
it
of them.
too.
We should try and subdue both of them. at the
Well,
same time.
Ayla's one of them. Who's the other one going up?
I can take knees.
That's good. That's great. Ayla could throw you at one of them.
I think we could all take
Yeah.
them.
We
We all go up.
Two of you, yeah.
We just all need to
If you take
ascend
one.
the bell tower.
Very
We're relying very
quietly.
much on the fact that I'm gonna roll well to do it in the first place.
Or how
but
about
sure.
how about I go invisible and go inside the abbey and like cause a kerfuffle in there or something, or maybe try and steal you guys some robes.
Steal robes? That's a great plan.
A Nova solo mission. You sure you're up for it?
I feel kind of better since all of you are here inside the grounds.
Go for it.
But we should find somewhere better to hide. In the meantime.
Bottom of the bell tower.
I mean,
Bottom of the bell
yeah,
tower.
Yeah, you can go into the bottom of the bell tower.
Okay.
Hope that
And if-
they don't come downstairs.
Just murder them.
Can we like slowly open the door?
Yeah, is that what you want to do?
Can I send Night Frost in first, please?
He's going to have to open the door anyway.
No, you can slide under the door.
That's true. No,
Door might
Frost,
be
can you
alarmed.
slide under the door
Become a shadow.
see if there's a place to hide. Ideally under the stairs.
Okay, Night Frost sinks down into the ground, becomes flat as he extends out from Lucius's shadow, and then underneath the tiny gap beneath the door. And when he speaks to you, it appears that they are using this bottom floor as something of a storage room. There are several barrels and such here. There is a thin, narrow staircase that leads up to the top, but it is not segmented by floors. It is just a straight shaft to the top of the tower.
What sort of storage?
Barrels, foodstuffs, grain.
Can they see down?
Yes, if they looked, they would see down.
So if they heard anything at all,
They will look down.
they just immediately look, ring the bell, and
Cry.
Would you like me to return, Master Lucius?
yes, please.
Comes back under, joins into your shadow.
There he is.
He's going to hide in your shadow. He's not going to take the cloak or bow form yet because you keep sending him off to do things. What's the plan?
What is the plan?
If you're going to stay any longer, it's going to be another stealth check if you're delaying and just standing
I
around.
say we stealth into the storage and then hide ourselves in the storage while we think of a newer plan. So we're at least out of the grounds.
Yeah.
I think Nova's idea of distracting inside the Abbey isn't the worst idea, but then we're luring everyone into the place we're trying to get to.
Yeah. What is there the same kind of bushes and stuff around the bottom of this bell tower?
It gives you a place to try and stealth is the main point. Otherwise, you'd just be out in open fields and there'd be no way that you can sneak around. But there's like
It's
vegetable
suspicious.
gardens, there's like little bushes, there's like little zen gardens and stuff like that. Or
okay.
hedgerows that you hide behind.
I think we might need to take out the bell tower people.
Yeah.
I think
We pull them down the staircase from a
Okay,
distance.
if you guys keep talking, it's going to be another stealth check because you're currently having like a tactical discussion pressed up against the bell tower, hoping that nobody comes around this
Yeah.
way. And there are patrolling guards, so I think that's, if you guys want more time, if you're going to do something, you can do something now, otherwise it's a stealth check from
I'll
everybody.
take one of these guys out. You just need to tell me go. I can
Uh,
take one.
Are you going in or are you not? Like, are you opening the door or is it stealth checks?
We have to do it. They're the people
Yeah,
that will see
let's
us
do
from
it.
anywhere.
Let's do it.
All right, okay. So who's opening the door?
Val, open the door.
Okay. Vala opens the door.
Alarm.
She slowly begins opening it, and then she stops, and she's like, they've tied some sort of like string across the doorway.
Shit.
That's incredibly perceptive of you, Vala.
She literally, like, as she begins opening it, she's like, she stops it from.
Okay.
How can we
That's not an
disengage
option.
it?
Cut
I
it.
can try.
Well,
I think that the point is it might break. What I could try and do you want me to try and stop the alarm? Because she'll just try and disarm the trap.
is anyone else better at disarming traps?
She slides the knife in, and she holds, she kind of holds it up, as she then kind of wriggles the flat end of the blade along the thing until you hear like a faint metallic sort of like ding, and like her hands like wrapped around the doorway, and she can hear like a little tiny jingle, and then she kind of hooks it, and then she pushes the door a bit until the rope snaps, but catches like the bell on the tip of the knife, and then just gently brings it round. I got a 19 on her. Check.
She's the best one on our
And then she
team.
puts the bell on the ground.
Everybody in.
Stealth checks as everyone moves in.
Oh, where's my weighted dice? That's not the weighted dice.
17.
17 on stealth.
9.
9. Success, failure.
16.
Success.
19.
Success.
Mega success.
16.
16. Success. Valor.
Did a thing.
Valor didn't do super hot on her stealth, but
did
there
too
was
good
enough of
before.
you. There was 4 successes versus 2 failures, so you don't raise the alarm state. You step in and you feel this cool stone, like cool air is like stepping into this kind of stone chamber, shadowed, no sun on it. You can see around you wooden barrels, the strong smell of mead, grain, rice. You kind of get potatoes, and you can see there are the various foodstuffs. It's supplies. It looks to be supplies that help feed the abbey, basically. Maybe some water barrels as well. But you step inside, and it's not very large. It's about a 20-foot by 20-foot room with a 5-foot staircase that basically goes up all the way to the top of the tower. And you can now hear the shuffling of footsteps and kind of quiet conversation of the two guards, and you can see this enormous giant bell right above their heads. And there are ropes that dangle down into the main area where you guys are currently stood, so people could just stand down and ring the bells. But so far, you are undetected.
Ayla, you're definitely best bet to go up there and subdue 1 or 2 of them. Anyone else?
Can't do 2.
A sentry, I guess.
She's got disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
It's not on attack rolls. It's not a disadvantage on attack rolls. It'd be on strength checks. If you wanted to subdue them like,
Be a strength. That's what we're trying
that's
to do.
strength, yeah. So yeah, sentry's currently half their size.
I'm like,
I could like
I'm keen though.
try suggestion, but
I think we can
it's
save
not
that
a
one.
guarantee.
Like, I suggest you
Die.
look that way for the rest of the day.
I'll do it.
If Lucius, you sure?
Yes, I've been doing push-ups.
Okay, cool.
Try not to remember. You don't have to whisper. You can stage whisper.
Been doing
I am
push-ups.
whispering. Yes, I am doing this.
If you go up there, I could maybe go outside, message them to get them to look in my direction the moment before you hit them.
How are you gonna know that it's the moment? You wouldn't be able to see these guys.
They fire a flare.
It's okay. We'll use our best judgment.
Okay.
No, just
Don't you have any spells to restrain or anything?
Like hold person.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not under mouth.
I mean, I can, but it doesn't last super long. Actually, I could hold person one of them. Ayla subdues one, and then turns around and gets the held person.
So, alternative, I could
You're doing all of it.
I'm not doing all of it. It's not going to happen.
lightning lure one into the big hole.
Yeah, like you're looking up and you can see the shaft leading up to.
I can
That's
go
gonna
up
be
there.
That'll make a
noisy.
big noise.
Very loud. Also, one of them might.
Lightning bolt doesn't make noise. I mean, it would make like
No, but the sound of a falling man.
falling body landing on a bunch of crates. Yes, that would make noise, but the spell wouldn't.
Just need someone else to come and help. Honestly,
We need to also make sure they
Following
don't
up
grab any ropes on the way down.
Uh-huh.
I'll do it.
maybe both of you could do it.
Okay.
Fucking caught it at the last minute. I was like, yeah, they could absolutely fall
I
down
was-
that shaft
I was
onto
thinking
the
that,
belt
yeah.
ropes. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go up there. I'll go for the head. You go for the legs.
And Ayla,
Main thing, cover the mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna. So who's going up the stairs? Because that's another stealth check.
Me.
It has to be like you're making your way up the stairs, like. And then I will make perception checks for these guys.
I'm going to take my shoes off.
Actually, it'd be their passive perception. You can absolutely take your shoes off.
That would be slappy feet up there.
Yeah, you do slappy feet.
Happy feet. 21.
21 stealth.
God.
9.
9.
9.
9.
Whoa.
9. Let me consult their passive perception. Okay. You get, this is about 70 feet up to the top of this thing. You get 30 feet up, you take your movement. Bear in mind that when you're stealthing, you move half, so dashing. Slap, 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 slap.
I thought this was a good idea. It's not.
There is a, it's one of those things where you're not making much noise, you're not making a thing, but as Nova and Lucius, you kind of step down, just a tiny piece of step comes loose, and there is just this faint kind of crack, snap, and drop as this stone hits the next step, and it's enough that one of the people at the top is like, huh? And looks down and clocks both of you immediately. Initiative
Just
for
in a
everyone.
wave, like really, like, so, like, hi.
oh, initiative.
So that's what, 4 guards patrolling, 2 at the thing, and then the other 2.
The
So
4
that's
guards patrolling
8.
don't know.
Oh,
the name yet.
Lucius.
Oh no, I rolled really badly on initiative.
I think-
could have done
It's all right.
I think Lucius
Trot.
rolled well.
Trot roll a 20.
Yeah, but I could have. They don't know I'm here yet.
Okay.
I think they only know
so while I roll for these guys and Valor, so 15 for them.
Should have gone invisible.
Ooh, lordy.
Oh yeah.
And then Valor gets a whopping 17 plus 3 is 20. Ayla,
3. Wait,
Oh.
no, 7. Sorry, 7. I rolled a 3.
Quill,
16.
16. Nova,
9.
Lucius,
22.
22. Sentry,
18.
18. Lucius, you see them and they see you, you lock eyes with them, there is a heartbeat, what do you do?
Misty step.
Where?
Up there.
You cast Misty Step, and in an action, you appear next to them. And you can see them bringing out what appear to... They're actually leveling crossbows down towards where you were, and then you vroom, next to them. The area is a thin 5-foot gap around a 10-foot by 10-foot square, like hole that leads straight down. And the bells are above you, and there's like a 5-foot gap around the edge. So that's your action.
How much is the distance between...
So you guys and Ayla were about 30 feet up, so you have 40 feet to go.
Okay.
In fact, actually, you wouldn't get there with Misty Step. It's only a 30-foot teleport, isn't it?
You can move a bit up and then Misty Step.
Yes, he could move his move action. Yes, you're right. You can move 10 feet and then Misty
I'll spend the
Step.
rest of it running up.
Okay, yeah, well, no, you could, yeah, it would be 10 feet, so you get next to him. So it's 40 feet for Ayla and Nova to get to them, but then there is this 5-foot tiny, like, little bit that they're stood on, and you'll have to push past both of them. Like, one of them's at the top of the stairs, and then the next one's behind them, and then Lucius is behind him on the other side. The rest of you are 70 feet down at the bottom. So that's your action. Any move? You've moved. Any bonus action? Nope.
Can't do any bonus
Okay.
stuff.
Valor, on her turn, will see that you've been spotted. You yelp. Her immediate reaction would probably be to magic missile one of them, I think. She's cast it before, and she thinks that this is a danger.
It's not loud yet. How loud's a magic
So it's
missile?
an auto.
I mean, she has to basically, she says, like, you hear her, she's like, "Hada-ba-ba." She kind of chants some sort of mystic thing, and then you hear this hiss as 3 magical bolts.
But not super loud. Until they screech in pain.
Yeah.
Because she does critical damage.
She doesn't do critical damage, so it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 9 points of damage to one. And he does kind of like, fuck! And he's just like, stumbling back. But I mean, bear in mind that like this is a large grounds, like people would need to be super close by to hear that. But he is like, whoa, fuck! And as he's hit by these magic missiles as he stumbles down. After Valor, it is Sentry.
Hello.
What would you like to do? You're currently 70 feet away, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a
Little
lot.
legs.
Little baby leg sentry.
Baby legs.
I'm Detective Baby Legs.
I'm Guardian Baby
now
legs.
I'm thinking about Deadpool too.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway.
Half cocking it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. Can I grab Valor and we'll try and like hide in the storage?
Oh, you're going to try and pull her down.
Pull her down and like hiding.
I think that with your small form, you're like tugging her like tunic, like please, like get down, and she's just like firing her magic missiles up. You can make a strength check, but you're disadvantaged.
Oh, let's just do it anyway. That was a 3.
I think they've already seen us though.
That's a 3.
Yeah, so 3 with disadvantage, you get negative, like, well, yeah, like, not enough. You're, like, tugging a bit. She's just, like, and she's, like, panicking, like, she's not sure whether to go with you or to, like, help fight.
Oh
So she's just desperate.
no.
Their turn,
Shit.
they can now see that there's more of you down. They see
a whole
Valor
party.
missiles. You've just teleported next to them. One of them will drop the crossbow and pull out a short sword to engage you. The other one will use the butt of his crossbow. Boom!
Boys! Party!
It started! 2 attacks against Lucius with the short sword.
Just
13
Get
hits.
the party.
Second attack, 15 also hits. So you're going to take 2d6. That's going to be 7, 8, 9 points
we're
of
the
damage.
fucking worst.
Yep.
I mean,
Stealth check and then
got pretty far
they got a
in.
really good initiative. Like imagine if all of you had got a go before them, you could have potentially killed them before they did anything, but this is the infiltration side of things, so it's gonna kick off hot.
It was never gonna work anyway.
You hear this ringing like boom, boom, boom. He stabs you for 9 points as this short sword thrusts into you twice, and they just try and take the defensive positions that they can. Quill.
I am going to run 10 feet up and cast Hold Person on one of them.
Which one? There is one with a short
Ringing
sword
the
that
bell.
just stabbed Lucius, and then one that just rang the bell with a crossbow.
The bell guy
Okay.
he needs to stop
Bell
ringing
boy.
that bell.
Okay.
It's a little bit too late now,
Okay. Saving throw.
but Wisdom.
DC.
13.
Natural 20. I'm so sorry, dude. You go and reach up to cast a spell, but almost like the bells ringing drowns out your components. And he kind of blinks his eyes for a moment, but the spell just doesn't take effect. And he begins leveling the crossbow now down towards the rest of you now that
Jeez,
the
I'll
alarm has been
move
rung.
another 20 feet up then.
So you're about 30 feet up, okay? After Quill, we go to Nova.
Can I move up? So we're 40 feet.
Yes, you were
way.
40 feet from where they were, yes.
Can I go 20 feet
Yes, so you're 20 feet away from, near the top, so you're about 50 feet off the ground.
and aim my crossbow at the one that Lucius hit? One of them took.
Valor
Valor.
hit the one that has just stabbed Lucius, we'll say.
Okay, can I crossbow that guy?
Sure, yeah.
And then green flame blade it because it says a melee attack.
Yes, it has to be a melee attack, so
My
a crossbow
is
is
not melee.
ranged.
It's not melee.
I was going to say green flame bolt.
Yeah. You could Eldritch Blast. Or you could
Yeah.
Another spell.
I know.
Any other spiel?
Eldritch him. Launch him off the top. Kill him. One shot. One bang.
I'm gonna
Eldritch.
crossbow him.
Damn it.
Just normal fire
It
across
just
the...
seems more like damage. No, screw it. Eldritch blast him.
I believe you'll have a higher to hit with your Eldritch Blast. Because
Yeah.
your crossbow would use your dex, whereas your Eldritch Blast would use your charisma.
12.
12 to hit. Just barely manages to jump out, like kind of push himself to the side, not jump, but like throw himself to the side. Got his blast erupts from the side. This purple kind of like, or blue lance of light erupts past him. So you moved, you Eldritch Blast, bonus actions.
Can't.
Okay, Ayla. You're 40 feet.
I'm gonna run up the tower.
I will say that because you are allies with Nova, you basically are like, Nova, get out the fucking way, who presses herself up and you run up. Because this is
gonna
like a very
pancake.
narrow
Okay.
stairwell, right?
I will use my bonus action to pancake.
Yes.
Pancake
Yes.
against the wall.
That's fine, I will say. Well, let's say it's your reaction.
Yeah.
You'll use your reaction to just be like, fuck! Means you can't cast shield and stuff. But yeah, so Ayla, you can just sprint up there 40 feet. You can get to the one at the top of the stairs, which is the guy with the crossbow.
I can only move 35 feet,
Oh, that's a shame.
but
I think you could go 40. I genuinely thought Ayla could go 40.
Oh, sucks to be you, Katie.
thanks, rub it in.
That is how Mark was saying it.
No, it was like, ooh. I mean, it was meant to be a much more sympathetic.
Can I
Ooh,
reach
yikes.
further
No
than that? With
You can
my...
throw your weapon.
It's got a 5-foot hammer.
Basically,
But
it's not like...
the artwork is not representative of how it works
Yes,
in the world.
It is. I'm gonna move up anyway. I'm gonna move
dash.
further, and but I will rage when I get to the top.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, I would let you. If you're going to
Can
rage,
I want to-
do you want to try and shove him?
I want to try and
Off the tower.
no, I want to try and pull him down the
You have to
shaft
get to
that
him
we-
to do that. Like I'd say.
Okay, well, can I shove him off then?
Yeah, I'd say that because once you
I
don't,
was
you don't
gonna.
have,
I
'cause
wasn't
you're
gonna
gonna
hit
dash.
him. I
Yeah.
was going to either push him or pull him down the shaft.
Yeah, I'd say with your
into the
momentum,
tower.
you basically shoulder barge him and try and launch him off the side because he's right on the edge.
If you're dashing
So
and raging.
you give me a strength check with advantage.
That's both the same roll. 14.
14 total.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
Punt him
10
into the moon.
twice.
I'll give him. We'll set a DC for this
Oh, there
because that would hit him. Yeah, if you were making a melee attack against him, that would hit him. So I will give him a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I'll say DC to grab the edge of a thing once you've been hit by a really angry woman. I'll say DC 12. So he has a good chance of failure, but he has a greater chance of success with a dexterity saving throw. 14. So you shove him, he stumbles back, and he catches himself on the very edge of like part of the crenellation of the bell tower itself. He's like, whoa, fuck! He's got his crossbow in one hand, and he's like, whoa! And he's nearly pushed off, but yeah, I made the saving throw. At the top of the round, Lucius. And you just hear this echoing.
And also
Because those of you who are at the top, by the way,
screaming
it is incredibly loud. Like, as he hit it, it's still ringing in your ears.
And run up to the other guy.
He's right next to you. If you try and move, they're going to get attack opportunity. So
He's
you've
not
got
the
one
one
on
being
one
pushed
side
up.
and one on the other side.
Okay.
No, sorry.
No,
you know,
I would
yeah.
be in the middle as
So
well.
it kind of goes like, imagine you've got staircase, Ayla at the top of the stairs, Guy, Lucius, because you misty stepped
Oh, okay.
to the other side of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ayla, Guy, Lucius.
Okay.
So you've got a guy with a short sword next to you.
Kill him.
Yes. I'm going to cast.
Disintegration.
Lightning Lure on the guy that's hanging off.
Okay. So one next to Ayla.
Yes. So he's going to have disadvantage, I assume, on that, right?
Is he
Strength
prone,
saving
or is
throw.
he-
He's not prone, no, because he
Strength.
made his saving throw.
So he's.
He's holding on, right?
He's
No.
like literally, he stopped himself from going
stopped
off the
himself.
side.
Okay.
You like
not-
grab,
he's not
imagine
over
you've got
here.
like these little like ledges, like, you know, like a half wall.
So he's not wavering at all.
No, he made his saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to
There's
lightning
a
lure.
hole in between you and him, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I'm lightning luring. Oh, it's the ropes. The
They've
bell's
rung the
going
bell
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Lightning lure.
Okay.
Strength saving throw, please.
Natural fucking 20. Not even joking.
Oh,
Literally, natural 20. So you kind of lash out with the lightning,
Poor guy.
wraps around his arm, and he just yanks himself, and you have to let go, fearing that you're going to be thrown into the pit yourself. As you disperse the magic. Any bonus actions?
next boss.
I don't have any. of
Yeah,
those.
I'm just getting fucking lucky, dude. Like,
He takes
it's
his
really
Palador
bad.
helmet off. It's Starbane.
Valor will look at you, Sentry. What should I do? Should I help? They rang the bell.
Okay, I really want Vala to, like, be safe.
She's the safest out
She's
of all
fine.
of us.
She's
Like,
Okay, I'm gonna
Look at us.
Well, it's her go. She's asking you, like, what should I do?
if you think you can help Vala, then
Okay.
go for it.
She's going to firebolt the one that stabbed Lucius because he's injured.
He's got firebolt now.
Yeah.
Fancy.
That's
What a
going to
fancy
be.
lass.
She doesn't have firebolt. I thought she does.
Why did I say anything?
So
Why
she will use her second spell slot to cast Magic Missile again.
God damn it. That'd have been
She
cool.
doesn't have a ranged weapon. She's only got throwing daggers. So
Also, they're Paladors. Like,
yeah,
Fire.
that's true. She wouldn't know that though. 8, 9, 12 points of damage, which I believe is enough to kill this one.
See,
Scare.
that's why we bring Vala.
we did it.
21.
Like,
Yeah. So the
he
one
did all
that,
the
that
We
Lucius
did
was
it.
stabbing Lucius, like you can see he's been hit, blast marks all over him, and then you see another 3 purple missiles, bam, 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 slam into his body. One just burns through his chest, leaving like this smoking hole as his body just stumbles into the hole. Slams into the ground right beside Sentry.
Oh,
Paste.
Nice job.
Paste.
She looks over at the hideous gore. Gives you a weak thumbs up. After Valor, Sentry.
Awesome. You're still with us, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I'm 30 feet up.
You're 30 feet up. Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Heroism on Valor and give her 4 points to her AC.
No, it's
I think
temporary.
Temporary hit points, yeah.
Valor temporary hit points.
That's the one,
sure.
yeah.
4.
Yeah, because it adds my spell modifier, which is 4.
Okay, so you're giving that to Valor, yeah?
Yar.
Okay, that's your action.
Yar.
Anything else?
And then I can't really do anything. I haven't got any range attacks. I could try and move and get up to Quill.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Is that what you can do? You can
Yeah.
move 30 feet up?
Move 30
25 feet with your speed. You're
Okay.
being short, so you go 25 feet up the
25
stairs.
foot, yep.
Okay, so Valor's at the bottom, you've moved 25 feet up, Quill's 30 feet up, and then the rest of you are near the top. The scouts go, he sees his friend be blasted by this magic. You've just shoved him, but he's still got his crossbow in his hand. He's gonna fire one shot at Valor and then drop his bow and then draw a sword to engage you, but he's gonna try and take a shot at Valor first with a crossbow. That is gonna be 15 to hit.
Should be fine.
You've just moved, so you
Yeah.
can't give protection to her. That does hit her. She's got the temporary hit points.
And it's
D10.
just a crossbow. From previous experience, crossbows are amazing.
6 points.
Headshot.
So you watch as this kind of renewed energy, this kind of like golden glow from Sentry's magic, is pierced, and Valor for the first time is like, ah! And she looks down, and like there's a huge like gash across her stomach, and it's like bleeding. She's taken some damage.
God.
And then he drops the thing, draws a short sword, and tries to jab it into Ayla. That's going to be a 19 to hit you, Ayla.
Yep.
You're going to take
Just two
5
people.
points of damage, but you're raging, so half
one of
of
them's
2.
dead.
So it just cuts you, and you
Four
just
can't
barely
leave.
feel. You don't even feel it.
Barricade door.
Made me more angry.
Made you more angry. Quill.
So I will yell down to Valor to barricade the door, at least
Okay.
for now, from the inside, because there's people coming. And I'm going to run another 30 feet up, so I'm 10 feet below the guy, and I'll lightning lure.
Okay.
'cause I've
Strength
also
saving
got
throw.
that. It's a strength save. yeah,
DC?
13.
10 plus strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Nothing. 10.
Okay.
So you do the lightning damage to him,
So he's above me, and I'm pulling him.
down.
into
Yeah,
the
it'll
hole.
pull him into the hole.
So I'm pulling him into the hole.
So
and-
do lightning lure damage.
okay, 1d8, 5.
Okay, so he takes 5 lightning damage. As
Yeah.
he falls, I'm going to give him a dex saving throw to grab the ropes.
I mean, yeah.
DC 13 fails. You roll 7d6 for me, please.
76?
Yeah, 70 feet of fall damage. I'll let you roll it because it's fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 10, 12, 13, 16, 18. No, 21 damage.
21 damage. He pastes. Oh, He lands next to his friend.
Oh.
Valor does manage to like leap out of the way as this body comes spiraling down and just
Oh, God.
splats next to his friend.
Oh, Hesper.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative. However, Quill, as you are near the top, and those of you who are at the top, you now begin to see that with the bell going, the 2 patrol groups that were moving through the courtyards are converging on the bell tower. There are also 2 guards from the dormitory that you saw are joining them. Sorry, 1 patrol group plus the 2 guards. You don't.
So
The
6
other
people.
patrol group is unseen for now, but you can see 6 people making their way to the bottom of the bell tower.
Duck down immediately.
We could put the robes on and pretend to be them. Hi, Jinx.
Yes, or at least
They're really gory now.
And yeah, the robes are at the bottom.
I'm going to give you guys 12 seconds. 2 rounds.
Is Vala at least moving stuff in front of the door?
She will do that as part of this. So that's
there
what
any-
Valor is going to be doing. Is she's starting to pull crates. She's not very strong though. She's really physically weak. So she's. I'll make some rolls.
2 rounds, you say?
Yeah. So you get 2 full rounds each because it will take them that long to run to the bell tower.
Okay. Well, in that case, as part of action 1 of mine, I'll get to the very top.
Can we imitate one of their voices and say, Miss Core?
Valor's not doing a very good job of barricading the door. She's too weak.
I'm not really paying attention to that at this point. I think I'm now running to the
What's
top.
the distance? Like, how tall is the Abbey in comparison to the bell tower?
So the Abbey is 2 floors. So it's probably
It's not as high as the bell tower.
it's not as high. No,
But is this gap here jumpable?
it is. It's about a 10 feet gap. And that would lead you onto the tallest part of the Abbey, like the second floor of the church itself.
Now that I'm at the top, can I see any access points from the very top?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 9 plus 5. So
Yeah, you can.
14.
In fact, literally the area that you're closest to, you suspect that would be, it's the tallest part of the Abbey, and you can see that there's kind of these little spires that form on the top, and there is what appears to be an area with a staircase, like a trapdoored staircase leading down into a church.
Okay. If we can make this jump, then we can get in from the top floor.
Okay, we're going to jump. Let's try and get this door unopenable and get up here.
Are the people who are walking towards it looking up?
They probably would be, because they'd be looking for their comrades. Yes, they're all going to start looking up. I'll make some
duck
perception
down.
checks for them. Yes, you can. I'd say Lucius is shouting down, so he's not aware. But I'm going to make perception checks for them. You start barricading it. There does appear to be somebody's up there that's not one of ours. They seem to have spotted that something is wrong at the top. There's too many bodies
Everyone's
or
ducked
something.
down.
Well, considering there was 1, 2, 3. Well, you guys weren't right at the
weren't
top,
at the
were
They're
you?
at
So
the
there's only
top.
2.
It's only me and Lucius that are at the
I
top.
made my
We
way
thought-
to
Alright,
the
okay.
top.
In that case, I will say that Ayla grabs you, or you duck down as you start shouting down. And for now, I will say that they're just our guards, that you hear them kind of shout the scouts aren't there.
What's attaching the bell at the top?
I'd say it's probably attached by very thick ropes. Oh no, it would be a chain to the roof and then a pulley. How would you? Yeah, because the ropes would be attached to the bit in the middle, right? That's how they make them clap.
Communicate this idea.
If I heated the chain,
Yes,
would
it
it
would
melt?
be weak enough that somebody could strike it and break it.
Everybody up! I'm gonna drop the bell. Yes!
Okay, it will take Valor's entire round to get to the top of you, and then they'll be at the door.
But
So-
if I start heating
So
it,
you start heating it, and it will probably take your 2 rounds of concentration to get it weak enough. So that's going to be Nova out. Nova is heating this thing whilst they're running.
Okay, while she's doing that, everyone, we need to duck down at the top. They can't see us up here. They need
So
to be
you've ducked
investigating
down.
the bodies.
Okay, Valor makes her way to the top, and that's what you guys are doing.
yeah, I'm gonna get.
Okay, so you get to the
I'm
top.
going
It
to
takes
be ready
you the
to
time,
strike it when Nova tells
and then you're going to
tells me
ready yourself as soon as Nova tells you to. You're going to strike it. Okay.
I'm going to
So
cover
you
my
begin
ears.
hearing, you kind of hear the sounds of armor boot, and looking
What are you
down, you can
doing?
see these armored Ashbringers, and you can tell they've got the inverted symbol of Palador, this closed flaming fist, all stitched on their tabards. Many of them have new-looking armor with it emblazoned on as well. They make their way there. The 2 guards from the dormitory join them. Something's happening at the bell tower. I haven't seen the scouts for a while. The bell just rang. All right, you know the drill. We take this by the book. All right, they gather up in front of the door. 2 of the militants kick it open, and they go in with their shields raised. They begin filtering through as they look around. We've got bodies! As they kind of step in. I will say 4 of them get in. Are you going to drop it now, or are you going to wait?
Oh wait,
They see
Ava,
the bodies.
Do we want more?
Are the other 2? Can we see that the other 2
They're
are going
right
to-
outside, yeah. I mean, they look like they're about to enter, but the other 2 are looking at the bodies, and they're starting to go...
If they're going to look up,
They're going to look
hit it.
up. Yeah, okay, then you hit it.
She hits it.
Okay.
I jump back.
You're raging still. We're gonna
Yeah.
say that you're still raging.
Sure.
I'm not going to make you roll. You with the hammer, and it's just enough force that it hits the bell. All of you make a Constitution saving throw, because this is extremely loud.
It's howling gale smashing into a massive bell.
18.
18,
8.
17.
17,
Eight.
8.
I got a...
Even with my bird ears, I can hear everything.
Future.
But it's enough that you know to like protect yourself.
Yeah.
21.
4.
Okay, Sentry and Nova, you are technically deafened for some time. You can't hear, and you automatically fail any ability check that requires hearing. So you can't hear what other people. All you've got is this loud ringing, like this blocked up thing.
Yeah.
You smash the bell, Ayla. This cacophonous ring erupts around you. They look up like intruders. Oh shit! As this bell comes rocketing down. I'm not even gonna roll. It fucking decimates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. The one thing I'm gonna roll is the first two entered don't have time to make dexterity saving throws. The two nearest the door will get a dex saving throw to try and jump out the way.
Just take their leg.
Are there two guys behind them blocking the door?
There are, but
doorway.
they've kind of like they're enough space that like they can probably get out. Doesn't matter though. They both fail.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be, Merva's gonna be
But
stood at the top with her.
there is this hideous crash of metal against stone. You guys are like, they are gonna know that something is wrong. There's no tricking people like, the bell just fell. It's this colossal bodies thrown to the sides. One man actually gets like his head decapitated as the bell rim hits him.
It's like
As they erupt.
it's like Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Bam! Like from 70 feet, a huge brass bell just
Which is also
destroys
probably
them.
a little bit hot from.
Yeah, it was more the chain that was holding him. But at this point, you're now at the top, and you can see there are still two guards, and they're just in shock. What are you doing?
Is the entrance blocked completely by this bell?
Pretty much.
Right, so the
so
only
they
way
can't
now.
get in.
They can climb over it, though. They can still get in and climb over it, but it's gonna take.
But
some
we
time.
don't have
We
like
should
a
jump.
clear line
We
of
have to jump.
sight.
Yeah, it's like it's partial cover. Like if you try and fight them, they're gonna have partial cover. You can still attack them if you want, but you can tell that there is more people beginning to make their
I'm
way.
gonna jump.
Jump across. To
So you can make jumps? Okay, so if you're making jumps, it's athletics check from everybody who's jumping.
Has it been an hour?
No.
I'll do it anyway.
Nova, we need to levitate.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I might need levitate.
I might make it.
Right.
Oh no! I rolled a fucking 2.
You have advantage, you're raging.
I'm raging! I rolled a shit roll anyway! Wait, what's this? Athletics.
Athletics.
So 12.
12, okay.
I doubled my roll with my athletics.
Now, this is an odd question, but I have Gust as a cantrip.
I'm really angry.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm really angry.
So if, as they're going, can I gust behind them just to like launch them across?
I mean, Gust
I
can
have
launch
got
people
Gust
5
on
feet.
my
yeah,
hammer.
medium or smaller,
Yeah.
Can I
5 feet.
utilize that?
You have
Propel.
jumped. You rolled the dice, you have jumped. So are you going to cast Gust on each person that jumps?
I mean, it's an action to do it, so I suppose it
You'd
would
have
be
to be,
every 6
literally
seconds.
every time you're like, go, whoosh, go, whoosh, go, whoosh.
I mean, yeah, I suppose we're not all going.
That's
going to
mean that you're the last one to jump across.
But then could I gust the floor underneath me?
No.
That's
Like
fine.
Regali's gale.
I'm going to say that no, you can't propel yourself with Gust.
But
Okay.
could we hold our
But I am.
hold our arms
Let's
out
see.
to you?
In that
Yeah,
jump,
you
I'll
can do
hold
that.
one wing out.
So
you mean
I will
flight.
say that with the Gust cantrip, it is normally you would have to fail a saving throw to get pushed 5 feet in a direction. You're obviously going to voluntarily fail your saving throw, so I'm going to reduce the DC of the jump as if it was only a 5-foot jump, which is what I'm currently looking into what DC I would probably use for that.
So I'm just like standing behind everyone, just swinging this wing back and forth.
I mean, it's kind of like 10 to 15 feet. I would say this is going to be a pretty easy task. I know, but it's like, that's vague estimations. Like, the space of, like, entire jump is 10 feet, but you've got to land and get purchase on the other side. So, okay, I'm going to set the DC as 10. So what was your total?
12.
12. You're fine. You jump across, you land on the other side. Nova.
7.
7 is not enough.
oh,
Lucius.
14.
14
I'm going to use Driven to Purpose for my roll
to add
D4.
Yep.
nice.
You have disadvantage on the check because it's a strength-based check.
My disadvantage was 5 plus athletics, that's a 9.
And then plus the D4.
Yeah, that's including the D4, so it's 9.
So that's the dice, what, with your disadvantage?
like three,
You've got a 3
three
and a
and
2.
two.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it's a 9.
So it's a 9.
Try and help from anyone.
Okay, well, let's check because Valor also still needs to jump. Valor actually makes it. So you currently have a choice, Ayla. You see Nova and
Oh,
Sentry
no.
both falling. Who are you grabbing?
Oh my god!
Don't look at her! Who'd you grab?
Well, Nova jumped first, but
Let's say they both jumped around the same time. You can choose.
I'm dying here because there's literally something.
Shut up! Shut up!
No metagaming.
Yeah.
Who'd you grab?
Tiny Sentry or Nova. Who's
Do a
about
roll.
the same
You
size.
can do a roll for it. Evens and odds.
Just pick one.
Evens and odds. Odds.
Who did you pick?
hang on. Even, odd. Sentry.
Okay.
I rolled a dice for it.
So Ayla reaches out an arm and grabs Sentry just as she's about to fall, and you watch Ayla quite horrified as Nova isn't going to make it and she begins falling through the air.
I would like to cast Levitate.
I knew you had it.
Nice.
It's an
How
action.
far would you fall? Because it's an action.
It's your.
I guess
But-
seconds, right?
I'd say it's your movement. I think Nova, she's very intelligent. She would be preparing the levitate, knowing that she's
I
not
think
very
so.
athletic.
Especially because I've just been deafened.
And you're like,
what
"Whoa,"
the
and you're just like, I'm gonna keep this because it's also an innate power. It's not a spell you're casting. This is an air ganassi thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, as you begin to fall, it triggers. You probably go about 30 feet down, and then suddenly, whoa, you kind of fly back up towards
Yeah,
the
so I
air.
feel like that would be a supernatural thing to do.
Quill, you are remaining.
Is Lucius across?
14.
Yeah, he got
Okay.
across. Yeah, Valor and Lucius all got across. They're currently on the other side.
Can I prepare myself to try and grab Quill if he's within?
I mean, how quickly is Quill jumping? Because you're still kind of pulling Sentry up.
Well, I'd
I
like
can
to.
turn around
I'd
and
like
help.
to. Can I look at Quill and get him like
To wait.
get him to wait until I'm
Yeah,
ready
sure.
to catch him?
While he's waiting, as he's the last one to go,
I'll just
the
help.
two guards
Go,
pull
Quill.
Or
themselves
he could-
up. I mean, that's up to Quill, but at this point, the two guards have crawled over the bell, and they are now pulling out crossbows, looking up
I'm
towards
like
Quill.
saying to myself, like, just remember your training, and that's a bardic inspiration on myself.
Sure.
And then I am going to run.
Tom's hand is shaking. I love it.
I'm terrified. I'm
Well,
running.
Lucius
and I'm
could have helped him whilst I was helping Sentry, though, so he could have jumped before
Sure,
those guys
yeah,
got.
Sure.
I'm Aarakocra Messenger
Lucius isn't
Guild.
as strong as you, so we'll see how effective it is.
I'm going
if
to
he
take my
needs it.
glove off.
Okay.
I'm Aarakocra Messenger Guild style, like dive.
And you're going to spread your wing to try
like,
and slow
I
your
guess.
descent.
Buddy! Spread my wing to reach out.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, Quill. And this is a harder DC.
I also get a D6 as well, do I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, bardic inspiration if you're using it.
Okay, so athletics. 15.
15. onto the edge of the thing itself. Using your feet, you kind of like throw yourself up.
Yeah.
Just as two bolts just miss your tail feather.
I needed those.
Past.
My quills!
Pull each other up. Quill leads you into what appears to be like a small spired section. You hop over the short wall, and there is a trapdoor that you can pull open.
They know we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do?
But everything in the Abbey will have been laid outside by the bell.
Yeah.
So now's the time to go.
Let's go.
Apart from the people shooting at you.
Am I still flying back up?
Go now.
Go, 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 go.
You get up to
I'm
the
good,
top
okay.
as they join the rest of them. So you jump down into the
Yeah.
top of the part of the abbey. Okay.
So. My God.
Okay. In fact, actually, I can leave it here. You would emerge.
Out of interest, Mark, would a 12 have failed?
Yes.
So Bardic
he didn't
Inspiration
inspire
saved me.
you.
Actually, DC was 13.
Bardic Inspiration saved me.
DC was
bit of a
13.
psychological
It was reduced by
height.
3 because of the distance. Cool. So, the trapdoor leads to a short, narrow wooden staircase in a very narrow, spired column. One by one. Who's at the front, by the way? Quill, I'm guessing? 'Cause you kind of
I opened it.
Yeah,
I guess
so Quill's at the front.
jumped in.
In fact, I am going to need a marching order on this. So
I'll go behind Quill then.
it goes Quill, Ayla,
Nova came up quite late from the
Yeah.
levitate, but
Valor behind Ayla,
yeah.
Lucius,
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'll put my
and then
glove
Sentry Nova.
gloves back on. It didn't help me at all.
Quill, you're the first one. You pull open the door, you begin making your way down the wooden staircase, and already you can hear shouting coming from within the abbey itself. You reach a small wooden door, very narrow, tiny kind of sized door, very thin. You pull it open, little latch on the inside that you actually, it's like a twisted lock latch. You unlock it, pull it open, and step out. And you're on the second floor of a church. You can see a large stone, not platform, but like balcony, looking down onto the main church below. And you're on the edge of this balcony. It kind of looks this kind of shape.
Oh, so kind of
So
like
you
a
can,
T. All right.
yeah, so like a T. You're at this far end here, where you can see. No, actually, you wouldn't be. You would be here. The door would lead you out.
Very top, okay.
Yeah, because you can see directly below you is the stained glass window. It's kind of rising up next to you,
Right.
in front of the church. Looking down, there is an altar in front of the large stained glass window. You can see columns supporting this stone second floor with pews separating between them. And there are staircases leading down. And you can see that there are gatherings of, there is like stone statues built into alcoves, all showing Palador. You can see that there are paintings and tapestries hung on these kind of corners around these kind of edge rooms here. And then there is a large section that leads out the back towards what appears to be a large organ, where there is an organ built into the thing, and then the pipes lead down into the main church area is below. There is a frantic discussion. You can see, leaning down the stairs, one on either side, we'll put some miniatures, one on either side here, there are two robed figures talking to what appears to be another, like, more armored looking cleric, and then two more people on the ground, on the level below, in the actual main church. And you overhear the conversation of like, what's going on? We need to go and support the people at the bell. Leave it, brothers. That is for the others to deal with. The paladins of Ash shall attend to that. We must remain here. Those are the Abbotess's orders. We must protect the site. Very well, Maester.
Okay. Looking over the balcony, I guess into the first floor.
Yeah, but bear in mind that like you're like peering around because you can see these two robed figures.
Oh yeah. So I can't even get onto the balcony.
No.
And I guess
If you make a stealth check, you can at least slide along, kind of against the edge.
And I guess the room we're currently in, there's like nothing.
It's a staircase. It's like a staircase that leads, and at the bottom of the staircase is a door that leads out onto this balcony
Yeah, so
area.
it's this way or back onto the roof.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I can kind of, you get to see. Can I show you guys? Yeah, I don't mind showing you guys this.
Okay.
So Will is kind of like poking his head out of this door here. You can see two figures there. This room is directly above this, which is the main church. So you can see the altar, the stained glass window, the stone columns with the pews, and then there appears to be a door and a door there.
Okay. Nightfrost, do you know the way we need to go to get into this secret area?
Directly below the altar.
It's the altar.
The altar.
We need the keys.
Yes.
And I don't suppose I can see a dwarf or a dragonborn.
All cute. There is one of the robed figures on the top two levels is a dwarf, but it's a woman. Nightfrost saw a man before.
Yeah. Okay, I'll slowly close the door and like.
So everybody else is like perched on this wooden rickety staircase, kind of leering down in this order. As of course shuts the door and looks up at the rest of you.
Okay, there's a balcony that leads down to the first floor. I could see the altar and a big organ, and there's also quite a few guards on the second floor. They're not going to leave the abbey.
Well, they seem to be in the church. Yeah, this church area they don't seem to be leaving.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the church that you saw?
So I can only see the people on the second floor, couldn't I?
No, you could see the ones on the first floor as well.
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
see they called him Maester. It's a human man in robes and plate. He was stood at the altar, and then there were two more guards in the same armor and shields and stuff like that.
Five
So there's
total.
5 total.
Five enemies in the room.
Why'd you say enemies?
Because they're not good guys.
Good friends?
These are Ashbringers. They're enemies.
They're enemies now that we've killed a load with a bell.
Yeah. Look,
Whose idea was
you
that?
went through the roof and avoided my cool Scarlet Monastery dungeon. All right. They're 5 enemies.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Going through the roof was absolutely one of the potential options because I thought you might jump from the bell tower.
So
Didn't know drop
5 of them,
guns.
6 of us.
No,
we
that
could
was
just go in. I don't think.
I'm gonna have you.
I'm gonna just stop Nova from talking.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, the bell.
Speak to Nightfrost in your mind. Nightfrost,
can't hear you.
tell her to speak.
Tell her she's speaking too loud.
Lady Nova, they are speaking, but you appear to have suffered some sort of disruption to your hearing. He's speaking in your mind. You don't need
Okay.
your ears. for
Just
this.
maybe tell her
It's
to
like,
do
if
thumbs
you
up or
need me
thumbs
to relay a message, I can do that.
Oh, I'll use message and say to her, 5 people in that room. And it's basically the same stuff I just said.
Yeah, Sentry, you have the same problem of you're like, there's just ringing. And
Don't talk.
Night Frost
Be in
communicates the same messages.
Okay.
So do we
So do we take him out?
do we just go in?
Do we just
We need to get to the altar.
take him out?
And they're defending the altar.
Honestly, I'm on the verge of peeing myself, and we're in over our heads.
Right.
When
So
we're
what-
trapped in this staircase, we've got to leave.
And
we
the
can try and
people out
sneak
there
past
know we
them.
went to the roof. We need to go in quick.
I think Tiny Sentry wants to kill things.
Tiny Sentry has lost her hearing, but for
Let's
some reason
overwhelm
won't
them.
speak either.
They're not expecting us in the church, so let's just storm out there and give them what for.
Right?
Do I
Do you
hear?
think that's I mean, no, you can't hear anything. But Lucius, Night Frost is
Night
like,
Frost, can you relay that?
Master Lucius wishes to storm into the church and defeat the opponents.
Ah!
I believe that you can speak to Night Frost, Kim.
You can also
speak normally.
You can also just
He's
speak
told
normally.
you.
You're just deaf.
I will say to Night Frost,
in
terrible,
your mind.
terrible idea. That's going to bring loads more people.
Lady Nova says that is a terrible idea, and she believes it will bring more people to the church.
Well, they know we're in here anyway.
No, they think we're out there.
For a
No,
matter of minutes.
They saw Quill.
They
shot him,
fired
shot
a
at
crossbow
him.
at Quill as he jumped over.
They know we went to the roof. We have to go in. We have to get into the past the altar.
We need the keys.
Oh yeah.
Let's maybe.
Sounds like an invisibility mission.
I can try and go and find the keys while you're fighting.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, Valor.
Nova, could you make Valor invisible?
Night Frost tells you. Imagine that.
I'm
you
using
relay
message as
everything.
well.
Yeah.
I'd rather be invisible. I can't.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to be,
If you want to get the
selfish,
keys, then go for it.
yeah.
But I mean, we're about to fight these guys.
We're fighting.
We're using that as a distraction.
Oh, I'm so deaf right now.
This is two jobs at
Yeah,
once.
but
This is
but everything that we're saying is getting
Night Frost is
communicated to
relaying.
you. So you can communicate.
Yeah, but can I fight in a fight?
It's either that or run around and
You
fight
can
keys.
fight, you just can't hear.
It'd be
It
more
does make,
difficult.
I believe it does make spellcasting more difficult.
It says any blah blah.
Any verbal spell.
It
could
says
just smash
any
the
ability
altar
check
open.
that requires hearing.
We could just smash the altar open and hope that, just budge it that way.
Was the statue in here?
No, it's
There's
out
a
in the
statue
courtyard.
in
Okay,
here.
that's out in the courtyard. Okay, good. We avoided that.
Yes, it's in the cloister.
Oysters.
Let's do
the
it.
middle.
Valor,
Yeah.
hunt for the keys, but don't go too far.
Okay.
I'm gonna just touch her face.
You can cast invisibility on her?
Cast invisibility on her.
The one that
Okay.
can hear is probably the best one to stealth around.
Okay.
Very true.
How long does deafened last?
You guys don't know.
Long rest, probably.
Probably an hour.
Yeah.
Probably not even that, actually.
How long has it been out of curiosity?
Since the ringing of the bell, like-
No, since we hopped the wall. How long?
Since you hop the wall, I mean, by the time you snuck around, I mean, it's been like 20, 30 minutes at most. Like, you still have Tiny Sentry for a bit of time.
That's why I was there.
Because, like, don't forget, combat's, like, so quick and moving around doesn't take very long. It's not huge. Like, you were actually, like, I think each one of those squares is about 10 feet, so, on the mini-map. So it's actually not that bad. Like,
And the
you can
five that
really
I
get-
saw, did any of them look like the guys that attacked us in the Temple of Hesper?
Yeah, they're all
So
kind of
flame
the same
boys.
stuff. Yeah, all kind of similar stuff. Okay, so Quill, you open the door, you sneak out, and you can now see that the two robed figures that were leaning down the stairs have now moved and are now like walking and like looking down, like they're kind of patrolling the balcony.
Are they going along this way?
Yeah, so they're kind of like moving up and down here. Basically, they're kind of patrolling along these sections. They're kind of looking down, almost as if they expect if somebody were to fight that they would be shooting spells down, basically.
Okay.
Night Frost,
Yes.
let's go bow form.
Very well. Go on, Lucius. And you conjure this black bow of shaped ice with a thin line of mist as its bowstring.
Wow.
Gonna twang it.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Valor will sneak past you invisible.
Okay.
You have no idea where Valor is.
No idea at all. Okay. I guess she's gone. Should we start? I think if
I would say they're currently distracted. Quill, give me a stealth check.
1, natural 1.
What the fuck?
You're like, right, let's do this. You open the door, and as you open it fully, whereas before you'd only kind of partially opened it, as you open it fully, it scrapes across the ground like the wood has
Hits
warped
the
over
wall.
time.
I open it too far.
Oh
as the two robed figures, look over.
No!
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Roll it where it counts, eh?
I fucking rolled a 19 as well. Like, where was this?
I mean, we were going to kick the door open anyway. It was going to look cool.
Okay.
I mean, I was thinking more to sneak up behind them and try and take them down.
It's fine. We've got two.
But
We've got
cool.
3 very competent ranged people on the team.
I'm just gonna nudge Lucius at the back of the room and go, what? What happened?
As I pull my bow back, you nudge me, huh?
Shoots Quill on the back of the head. Headshot.
Oh, you're only deafened. Like, you've made it sound like you're just completely debilitated.
But I can't tell
Like,
what's
your
going
intelligence
on.
is 0.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, but we have
your own volume
we have
either.
messages in your mind.
Yeah, we've been
Too
messing.
many. Too many.
And you've just nudged Lucius and shot me in the back of the head.
It's not canon. Come on. It's just downtime banter while Mark's rolling all his little dice.
Yeah, he has.
All his little dice, the initiative for the monsters that you're about
His
to
little
fight.
murder dice.
Ayla. Well, I call them monsters because they come out the monster manual. Ayla.
23.
23. Quill.
13.
13. Nova.
8.
Lucius.
Now I'm deafened.
22.
22. Sentry.
17.
And then Valor is not in the fight. Ayla, you were the first. Quill is in front of you, but you're second. You can easily just shove, like, get out my way, Birdman.
Once I make the noise, like I'm expecting Ada
Yeah.
to charge forward.
Annoyingly, don't have the church as a battle map, because I was thinking, like, oh, you won't get to the church this week. I'll prepare
fine.
the other rooms instead.
I mean, we don't have
Next week.
We don't have too long left until the
That's
end of
what
the
I mean.
episode,
Next
so-
week, we'll have a cool map for it.
I will just barrel out, rage on my way, and smack one of them with a
Yeah,
hammer.
you can easily get to the first one. The other one is on the other side, so you can only get to one right now in melee range. Okay?
Fuck's sake.
Oh, but I mean, if you're raging,
No.
It adds to damage. Give me the full attack roll.
14.
14 is enough. It hits. Yeah, this guy's not wearing armor. He's just got robes.
you stupid range spellcaster.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 with the hammer, and then make a
9 damage.
Yeah.
And then dexterity saving throw. That's a 1.
Zap!
6!
Zapping damage!
So you do the full set. So one massive hammer comes smashing in, and he's ready. He starts raising up his hands, and you can see his hands begin to conjure flames.
I'm so excited.
As you smash the hammer into him, you hear like one like he badly takes the blow, probably like breaks or fractures part of his arm. He kind of like limps backwards. But the flames rush out of his hands. Can you make a dex saving throw, please? He's gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
I know that spell. I miss it.
Same roll anyway. Uh-oh.
Face.
11.
What's that
11, 25.
What?
10, 8, 7.
Oh my god.
What is
How
Hellish
much?
Rebuke?
20.
3d10s.
3d10.
How much
Cast it at
twi-
second level.
How much did you say?
Holy
25
mackerel.
fire damage, which
25
you don't
fucking fire
half
damage.
because you don't half fire damage.
So I'm already half down.
You think you got some healing slaps?
Big old yikes!
Got some healing slaps.
Ooh.
10.
Living slabs.
What
I mean,
the fuck?
I got like that was like
guys
super good damage. I'm sorry. It's 5
That
of
is
max
bullshit.
damage.
Hey, it's not a blight.
He's down to 1 spell slot though. As the Ashbringer Warlock just engulfs you with fire as you slam into him. But you can see that he's like, like staggering
I will
back.
God.
She's angry. I did 6 damage with my lightning though.
Moved.
Woohoo!
You bonus actioned. You actioned.
I did 6 damage with the lightning.
I
Make
run out.
note.
I turn to the side with.
I'm making a
knife
note.
point
of
Frost,
bow
you're gonna fire the
control
bow?
volume of
full
that.
and try and
Because you
tether
keep
him
looking at
to
me
the
every
ground.
time I roll.
The one that Ayla's just injured.
No, the
Oh, on
opposite
the
side.
opposite side. Yeah,
Wait.
absolutely. So you're like, you fire at the one on the opposite side of the balcony.
So
who
this-
is like beginning to conjure flames in his hands to throw at Ayla.
So this is a hole
Yes,
here.
that's like a big balcony hole.
12?
12 to hit does just hit.
Nice.
There,
Just.
got
So I
guard
can
Progress.
tether him to the ground with ice.
Well, roll the short bow damage normally first, so you should have the stats for it all.
Oh, cool. 3.
Plus, roll the damage properly.
I did, 1d6.
Oh,
You rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Plus
Okay.
2. Plus 3.
Okay, sorry, my apologies.
Wow.
Add numbers if you
So
want.
3 points of damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he just
Does it not
Didn't
do
realise
extra
we
damage?
could-
I thought Night Frost did cold damage.
is that
so long since I made
1d6 cold, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
One.
Okay, yep.
Let's
And then
just go.
what's the effect on the tether shot?
It just says, twice per day, Night Frost can also attempt to tether an enemy it hits to the ground with ice.
Check the description on the item.
That's where it is. As a
So-
bow,
Please
Night
tether
Frost
him.
is cool to the touch, has jagged, almost icy appearance, and trails a shadowy mist forming the bowstring.
It's probably on the bow
dear.
form, like not in the.
This is the bow form.
25 fire damage in one
That's
shot?
crazy town.
That would straight up take you out.
That would kill me.
That would kill you.
That would kill me.
This
I'd die.
companions
That kills the bird.
do-
Bird is not the worst.
That's exactly lethal, actually,
exactly
for the
lethal.
bird.
Nice. Can I shoot Quill?
Custom items are really fun.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Lay on hands time.
what are you looking for, sorry? Isn't it not
lay
just an
hands.
entangling shot?
I didn't actually put it down, did I?
Oh, Mark.
That's really bad. I believe it was going to work like entangling strike. Do you have that spell?
I got ensnaring strike.
Yeah, can you just use that for the time being? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
go
yeah.
over it? So give that to Trot,
But with iciness.
You can
or like show him what it does.
ensnaring strike. This is yours.
So,
Strength saving throw, please.
and the DC on Night Frost
It's like 25.
It's not. Oh, we'll put it at 13 for now because that's what I normally put magic item DCs at. So strength saving throw, that's a fail.
Ooh.
So what's the effect on ensnaring strike?
So the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
And also can't.
restrained, I believe.
Strain.
And asks you to
Yeah.
make a strength check against the spell save DC. On success, the target is freed.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
restrain there, basically.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he takes damage at the start.
Takes
of
But
his
it's
Start
it'll be ice
1d6.
damage.
It'll be cold
instead of-
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll instead of
Cold
piercing damage, yeah. It will be. Okay, so Lucius, that was your go. Anything else?
No, we're just going to make way for everyone else to get out the door.
Okay. From down below on the first floor, you begin hearing shouting, and you hear like, "They're being attacked! Get up there!" And you begin to hear armored footsteps making their way towards the stairs leading up to the second floor, basically, as the militants would go. Yeah, we'll say that they can kind of get vaguely there. So they're at the balcony leading up.
Oh, they're coming up to us.
Yes. That's their go. Sentry. Tiny sentry.
Tiny sentry.
Go on, Tiny Sentry.
Cool. So how far away am I from the furthest away guy?
The furthest away guy is across the way. He's about 40 feet across, plus.
Well,
yeah.
he's also over the balcony as well.
Yeah, you'd have to move.
You
30
mean the
feet
guy
and then
that's
40.
just around the corner?
No, the guy that's the opposite side.
Yeah, the one that Lucius just
Yeah.
shot with
He's
the bow. Yeah, he's
restrained,
about
yeah.
40 feet and he's further away.
Okay, so
And there's like a gap between you.
Yeah, he's a
you wouldn't be
little
able to
too
move
long
up to
for
him.
my flame lance, unfortunately.
That's what you would do.
Oh,
That's why I was going to flame lance that
Yeah.
dude.
And then the other, the one that Ayla is fighting is about 30 feet.
Okie dokie.
Are these guys within? How far are they at the moment
So they'd be about 30 feet from.
from Sentry or?
No, they'd be 30 feet from the doorway, and then another 30 feet. So it's they're about 60 feet away at this point. This will be easier when I draft up the full map.
Okay.
Cool.
But imagine at the moment it's kind of like you have this thin strip with the balcony from the secret door, the doorway to the roof.
Yeah.
You've got about 30 feet before it like hits the first person, and then the doorway is about another sort of like 30, 40 feet behind that, the stairs, sorry. So they've got a ways to get to you, but you've got a ways to get to them.
So Sentry's probably only within range.
Melee
this
range
one.
of the one that you're fighting, yes.
And I've got 25 feet on my movement,
Yes,
so I
because you're
can't.
short range, so
Yeah.
you can't get to him.
So can I get to Ayla?
Yeah, you can get to Ayla. You,
okay.
get next, you can just basically get behind Ayla.
Can I get behind Ayla then?
Uh-huh.
And cure wounds on Ayla for 1d8?
Yeah, 1d8 plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look at this. Healing.
Charisma.
Yeah, look at that.
So that is a 7.
7
Yeah.
with your charisma modifier?
That's more
my
healing than
charisma.
I've ever done.
Yar.
Yeah, perfect. 7 HPs.
Thanks.
Back to
Wow.
Ayla.
Love having you there.
Bard Cleric.
Could I also do lay on hands as a bonus action?
No,
Is that
lay on
no?
hands is an action to use.
Okay, cool.
So you've cast Cure Wounds, that's your action.
Nice. All right, cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Quill.
Okay, so
Basically, I'm going to get round full of one round of combat, and then we'll probably stop, and then we'll pick this up next week.
I would like to guiding bolt the guy that is currently restrained.
Yep, on the other side. Yes,
So I should have advantage against him.
you do.
Cool.
So much advantage against this guy if this
11
works too.
plus 15 plus. So
Yeah,
hit.
easily hits.
Nice.
Level 1 guiding bolt is 4d6. I'm going to use this
He
one.
loves this spell.
You dropped one out.
I'll count it. 6, 2, 8, 11, 13 Joe DiMaggio's.
13 Joe DiMaggio's. Blasts of radiant energy, bam, 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 slam into him as he's thrown backwards, but unable to completely move as this chain of ice binds him to the ground itself. He staggers for a moment, still conscious, but like looks over, calls out, he's like, Maester, they have a spellcaster, as he's like luring up.
Technically, well, yes, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else on your go?
So that was an action. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration, I think, is the only thing you can do. So.
I'll let anyone who wants to run past me run past me.
Okay, so you just step to the side, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so one militant at the start, one warlock, sorry, it's going to take 1d6 cold damage. Can you make that?
3.
3, so he takes 3 more. From the ice chains that begin freezing his body as he's kind of writhing against them. He does kind of break free of the tether at the end of his turn, but he's going to take the rest of his turn. I just rolled the save now.
Still have advantage against him because he's been
Guided bolt, yes, remember that. The next person to attack him has advantage.
Yes.
Both of them, so the one that you hit and hit you with a Hellish Rebuke, he is going to... Ooh, because you've got Sentry and Quill now behind you. He will bring up his hands and a cone of flame, which hits the 3 of you, and Lucius technically, because he's poking his head out the door to shoot. Can you all make dexterity saving throws, please?
19.
Oh my
19. I'll give you advantage because you're currently shrunk. Makes sense.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's the effects of the spell. Otherwise, I don't really see the point of reduce.
17 for me.
Okay.
11 for me.
8.
Okay, so Sentry Ayla, you're going to take half this damage. The rest of you are going to take full.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be
The 2 weakest at taking full.
12 fire damage, so 6 for you two, 12 for you two. As this burning cone of flame erupts from his hands.
Just half
and
my
then he
health.
kind of seems to like go slack. The warlock across the way from you raises his hands up, and 3 rays of fire come blasting out of his hands.
Oh my god.
He will target. Lucius is kind of poking his head out. He'll go for Quill, Ayla, and Sentry.
Uh-oh.
So against Ayla, this is going to be spell attack, so +4, 12.
No.
Okay. Quill,
Thank God.
22.
Maybe.
Sentry, 11.
Nope.
So I hit the weakest one.
He's. But Sentry's right next.
It's only 4 more fire damage.
Oh, okay.
It's mainly because you get 3 beams. That's why it's a second level spell.
He's in
got you,
single digits
fam.
now.
All right, so that's and then he.
Was that just a fiery magic missile? Oh no, it
It was a scorching ray.
scorching ray.
So he kind of launches out the 3 beams. Sentry raises a shield. The flames erupt around it. Ayla, I imagine that you just like bat the beam out the way with a hammer. This giant head like
Goes right
Quill,
through the glass
Right,
window.
hits Quill
turn,
in the
yeah,
face.
burns him as it does.
Probably.
And
Oh, it could have smashed through the stained glass window.
yeah, pretty much. Like when you guys were talking about that, you have ended up in the same room in a very similar situation. Okay.
Who's up next?
So the last person to take their go, because what did Nova get?
I did.
8. It's actually Nova.
So what's the situation with the 2 guys?
So like you are like crammed behind
In this
Quill
little
and
room.
Lucius in this little
I think
stairwell.
Lucius said that he would let people
Yes,
out.
you can move past them, but like you're currently hidden. They don't know that you're there. That's why nobody's attacked you yet. But if you poke your head out, you can see that there's 2 warlocks. One across the way that's just broken free of the tether and launched the fiery hands. There's one next to Ayla, who she is hit, but has then caused all these flames back. And then you can hear the sounds of armored footsteps coming up the stairs on the 2nd floor.
Cool.
The only
is the
2
guy
you
with
can
the guiding
see are the 2 warlocks, basically. These 2 here.
So the one nearest to Ayla,
Yep.
can I cast Frostbite on him?
Sure. Yep.
So you need to make a Constitution saving throw,
2.
DC 14.
3 technically as a +1, so
Oh
fail.
no.
Okay, so You take 3 cold damage and have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of your
Oh
turn.
my god, I'm gonna have to remember that for next week.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
I've written it down as well. Okay, so you do that, you kind of reach out and this cold, creeping cold extends out from Tiangong's blade, this kind of crawling, misty fog, and it begins coiling up his legs, freezing them in place. Not too painful, but enough to kind of cause him to yelp a little. From downstairs, you hear this armored road figure who's standing by the altar looks up and seeing at the top of the balcony you engaging this fight with, 2 of his friends, his followers. He just calls out like, Be not disheartened, my brothers. We shall win this day. The purge, the cleansing will burn away all sin. And he's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Whoa!
Wee.
Oh, mass healing word.
Yup.
I want to be more like him.
It's D4.
When I grow up, I want to be a
D4 plus
maniacal
his
cleric.
wisdom. It's not a lot, but it's
We haven't
enough.
done a lot to that.
But it's on everyone though.
Huh?
No, it's to his ally.
He targets the 2.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he
the 2
targets the
people.
2 creatures.
Yeah, but still, that's better than what I've got.
Yeah, but
It's still cool, all right? Let me just admire the guy for a sec before we kill him.
So evil,
No.
but God damn it, do I love you.
When I grow up.
Would he do that? I don't think he can do that because I think that they're actually too far apart. Do you remember the rules? Does it have to be within 30 feet of each target?
I think it's like...
is it not within
If
30
anybody
feet of
who's
him?
quicker can look it up on D&D Beyond. Mass Healing Word. Oh yeah, mine's updating, so I'm not going to find out anytime soon.
Is
Well,
it not within 30 feet of him?
don't
That's
worry.
what I need to know.
Chat is spamming it. It's a range of 60 feet.
60 feet, so it's anything within a 60 feet. Any
And it's a
creatures.
bonus action, so he could have a whole other action.
Oh, he's got an whole other action? Oh,
Hey,
Chris
chat.
Trott!
Drop.
Oh, what a good
Oh, my
boy!
platinum boy? If he's golden boy.
In that case, he will target Ayla.
Fab.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw for Sacred Flame, I believe?
16.
16 is enough. You don't take any damage as he tries to lash out with a white-hot flame. And with that, that's the end of the round. We're going to stop this
We
here.
have to stop it here, yeah.
And we'll pick it up next week as we jump straight back into combat
Man.
inside Brightflame Abbey's main church.
This has been...
4 HP.
Are you
4
on 4?
HP.
How much are you on, Quill?
I am on...
You're on 9.
He's on
That's
9.
9.
You're on 9. How much are you on?
25.
25, so half, pretty
I'm on
much.
half.
That took half down.
41.
And you guys are in the belly of the beast. You're in
Yep.
the main church of
We're in the bell end.
Woo! I'm going to burn through these. I'm going to just try and read these out myself, try and get through them quickly. Carmine Copeland donated. Thank you very much. Getting a tattoo of Belias from FF12 tomorrow. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Not really relevant, but I thought I would share with you anyways. Thank you very,
Very
much.
cool.
Get
Carmine. The Aerois.
Our
Sub, thank you very much. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Thanks very much. Deadmeat735. Ah, cool. Sam's just got rid of the subs. Sorry, I would read those out, but we don't have the time. Eagle Eye 27143. A small donation for you guys, but I love you guys. What?
71.3.
Just
Sorry,
Just
you guys
keep
have got
going.
me into D&D, and I've been running a custom game for a small group of friends. Sorry, the small donation, but I love your dice. So I guess thanks for everyone for being awesome. Oh, it's more than welcome then. It's not a small donation. It's very generous.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Nicholas Ramuson, thank you very much. Hey, you all. First live stream. I've been watching the other episodes over the last week. I must say, I love your show, and I would think that Lucius and Nova would be a funny couple. Peace and love to all you all. That was a hilarious reaction. Sweet, I've been sick a little. Nightjar donated.
mouth.
Sweet Nightjar. A little less than 3 hearts seems to be filtered out of donos sometimes, so I'll just say heart from now on. Heart. Thanks, Nightjar. Jub, 36. Thank you very much.
63.
job.
Jub.
63.
63. So glad to see that Smith is going to be one next week. Mark, so your tweet and got pumped. Looking forward to it.
What?
A
What?
lot of auto spell
So
mistakes there.
glad to see that Smith is going to be one next
To be on next week, do you mean? He's
No,
not.
I don't know where you've got
He's
that from.
Absolutely not.
Fake account.
Yeah. Smith telling lies, I think.
Sorry, Jub.
Jolty on Fire, thank you very much. Hugs for Valor, well, always appreciated. Oh, Renve, thank you very much for the donation and message. Not Alex donated. Loving the planning for the infiltration mission. If only the party had Granny Trell and a giant washing basket on wheels. All right, dearie, I know your habit's dead, but there's no excuse for dirty knickers. Was that? I thought that was a suitable granny troll.
No, that's good. I miss.
We all miss him.
We miss him.
A mediocre moose donated. Hey, you fantastic people, and Trot. First time donating, but I've been watching since the very beginning. Thank you all so much for the stories you created. It's been so amazing. And Mark, have you heard of Red Dragon Inn? Seems up your alley. I have heard of Red Dragon Inn. Seems fun. It's a fun game. Jolty on Fire donated. Baby Sentry. Thank you very much. Baby legs. Zero the Duke donated. I still reckon the Party Crashers would be the best name for this horrible lot. Thank you very much.
Horrible lot.
Azul Aura donated. Spends 2 hours planning stealth mission. Fuck it up. Drop a giant bell. That's what you get when you take tactical advice from a 14-year-old. On another note, Quill is flying again. Feels good, man. Definitely did a good job.
Feet.
Ace of Thorns donated. Somebody in chat said, Kim's gone evil. What, you only just noticed? Grins, hugs, another great session, peeps. I don't know where that's come from. There was a couple of little,
Because I said to, like,
cute.
push people off the...
I mean, it's pretty bad, but yeah.
I think it's just because Nova was getting a bit, like, flustered and frustrated. Like, I don't know what to do.
Daft Day 41, forced execution on the stealth mission to get into that abbey. Job done. Agreed, yeah, they got in. Nightjar donated again. Won't be able to get to TwitchCon, alas, as this will be the first live show I've missed, but I encourage any who can make it to. It's definitely worth to do so. Nothing better than High Rollers Live. Also, fucking hell, guys, my heart can't take this much tension. Thanks very much, Nightjar. Met Manu, sweet Manu. Tiny Sentry is adorable and scary at the same time. Cut their throats. I'll take their knees. Can we keep her tiny forever, please? Sorry.
It's like when you were a honey badger.
Azul Aura donated. We had one daddy this week, and of the 105 people who bet,
Wow.
17 got it right. First time we've broken 100 bets. Also, because I'm a nerd, I've collated all the daddy stats right from episode 1. All-time daddies are at a 95, and all-time bets are at 880.
Wow.
That's a lot of daddies. Thanks very much
Oh, I remember what it was.
for watching, everyone. We'll be back with this nail-biting combat
Biting combat.
It's
Biting
next week.
combat.
Yeah.
Because, man, things are gonna get worse.
Heat it up.
So while we're still here, thank you
Yeah.
again to our
Sponsors.
sponsors, D&D Beyond, and don't forget that Display has a sale until tomorrow morning.
Using the code
So
FUN.
use the code FUN, but please
Use our link.
check the links in chat and
Click
on our
out link.
Actually, I think it ends at midnight tonight.
It said Monday.
Oh, I said on the website.
Well, do it right now then. Right now.
Do it 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 now.
All right.
Go.
Goodbye. Thanks,
Bye.
Sam. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye.